Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping, $ usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $ usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be sent. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshit on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Push the weight enough flex. The live is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. I want to know what's going on with this kid. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, like and share the video. We are our own algorithm. Don't leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us because he ain't going to do it. He don't like it when I talk spicy. Spicy. So, let's do this roll call. I have questions, man. I have questions. Anwar Willis, Derek Gaines, Shower, TZ Frank, Dow Big G, Rick Blackwell. Paces in 5. Hey, look, it's looking like it. It's looking like it. Mark Hairston, my brother Coach Hudson in the building. Go subscribe to Coach Hudson. And go subscribe to the Queen Shower. Let's go. We on the job out here. DP Rocker, Ratchet since 91, Stillwater Boxing MMA. Eric Jordan, my brother. Salute. Dragon Fang. What's going on, good brother? Hassan, Wendell Vaughn, Spiritually Biased, Rod Neal, my brother, Prolific One. Salute, salute. D'Artagnan 8, early in that super chat. Salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much. The Sensei, Stormy B-Man is in the building. Salute. Todd Swindle, Maine Biker, 704 Joe. Thomas, what's going on? Jalen Hudson. Go subscribe to my brother, TD Sports. If you'd be so kind, put your other link in the link to the other channel. Mind of Mansa Musa, Dexter, K-Rod, Jarrell Freeman. Come on in, man. I have questions, man. I was watching a video that Blue Blood put up yesterday. Right? He's the hardest working man on YouTube. And you know, I'm looking at his news, and he mentioned this character, Teofimo, Mr. Shelton. Salute. This clown, right? And he mentioned a tweet Now I'm going to put this tweet up. Now, let me ask you a question. If biting the hand that feeds you was a person, it's this shark mouth buffoon right here on the right-hand side. What is wrong with him? Why would you say that? Why the hell would you say that? Why would you? Why? What? Look, man. Look, man. Look, here's the deal. This kid is ungrateful. First of all, he's crazy. I think he's crazy. Seriously. I think he's crazy. He's ungrateful. He's a mental case. He's a racist. Sid Mark, salute. But you know what's crazy about Turki? I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about him. He said, I don't have to like you to work with you. It's business. And that's the part that bothers people. They you know, they don't like that about him. Don't like that about him. You know who don't like that about him? The people that feel they have so much to lose in that boxing ring. Seriously. One thing I agree with Shakur when he said what he said about Turki. He says, man, Steve L, salute. He said, you know, go over there on Riyadh season, your nut's gonna drop. Because if you have a contemporary, pretty much, you're gonna face him in that ring. Now, I'm not sure what made him say this. We could suspect. You know, we got some news yesterday. I don't know. Hollywood, salute. According to BF, Dill Spoolie, salute. And according to the general, Devin's next fight is one of the people on that list. I don't know. And I'm just trying to, like, you know, figure stuff out. Brian Norman got some work coming up. It's not him. Man, pretty much everyone on that list got something coming up. Shakur got something. Mark, what up? Shakur got something coming up with Zepeda. So I don't look. I don't know. Money could change a lot of things. It could be Shakur. I don't know. But he just dropped the video an hour ago. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. I didn't see it yet. So I don't know. But I heard he tweeted this. He pulled the tank, ladies and gentlemen. He tweeted this and he deleted this. But you know, as soon as you put stuff out, people are quick to screenshot stuff. So yeah. And of course, I got a hold of it. Now, let's play a game of speculation. For him to be saying this, I don't know, maybe his dad, who thinks a little straighter than him, told him, yo, take that down, man. And he did. Remember, this kid's a racist. All right, so you over there and this guy's putting money in your pocket. This kid was complaining about not getting enough money. Man, you touching them M's over there fucking with Turki. All right? And this is what you say. In order for you to say something like this about him, that means he put you in a position where you had to say yes to the money, but now you're doing something that you don't really want to do. But if you don't do it at this point, people are going to look at you very strange. Adrian, what up? Now, also, I was listening to Blue because his source is just as great as everybody else's, if not better. Boots told this shark mouth racist no. Why would I fight Teofimo? I got things to do. He's trying to be undisputed at 147, or he's trying to go to 154. Whatever it is he's doing, ain't got nothing to do with Teofimo. So Teofimo's not fighting Boots next. King Reek, salute. But you know what? Boots versus Devin, I like that. I like that. I don't know what's next. Look, we're speculating this morning. I'm hoping it's Boots. I like that. But never mind that. What made Teofimo say this and then delete it? Teo, I got your bread, but you ain't fighting Boots, but you're doing something. And he couldn't say no. So now he's calling him a dictator? Okay. So, Squid Game theme. Everybody, y'all saw the Squid Games or y'all heard about it? It's 2 seasons. You should watch it. There's a 3rd season coming. It's a bunch of people that are just down on their luck for whatever reason. When I say down on their luck, they're financially down. Bob, salute. And they get courted into a list of games, and the main prize is cash. There's Squid Games, like the actual Korean series, and there's like a real life Squid Games that they've played. Of course, no one's dying in that. And the Squid Games in the Korean series, the show, like you lose your life. It's over. And there's like alliances made, and then there can only be one winner. So a person you form an alliance with, eventually, you're gonna have to face off, and you're playing a bunch of games which cost you your life. So, what you trying to say, Brother Reef? Salute. Trying to say that Turkey's running the Squid Games in Riyadh, bro? Well, if he is, y'all see Teo dropping over there? Yeah. Y'all ever told a child, yo, man, go clean your room? And they do just like this. Look at Teo. Look. Go clean your room. Boy, if you don't get up off your ass and do what I tell you to do, I ask you to clean your room. I ain't ask you to go to work today. Wait till you get a job. Yeah. Sounds like Teo's getting the money that he wanted, but he has to do something he doesn't want to do. Or do something he didn't expect to do. You see, in the Squid Games, there's a bunch of games that you don't know anything about. And once they tell you what the rules are, you got to do it. Black Jericho, salute. Because if you don't, those dudes in the mask, they get their guns and they blow your brains out. Or you can die during the challenge. Almighty Law, salute. Hence the Squid Game theme. Let me highlight what the sensei said. He says Turkey need to bring a bit more ethic into his dealings with these low-browed asses. Teo, Tyson, Ryan, Jarrell, yeah, all have been made wealthier. However, money cannot buy class. Exactly. And I agree with you. In a perfect world, a lot of these fighters should be frozen out of a Riyadh season due to the low caliber of human being that they are. Michael Ray, salute. King Bonnie, salute. Just because you have money to throw away, that don't mean you throw it at them. The only thing this is gonna sound petty, but I don't care. The only thing that you could let's say you can fathom is maybe these fools that were given a financial opportunity, crap away their money. It's like, man, you had 20 million. What'd you do with it 10 years down the road? It's never on our time. I'm not gonna harp on that. At the end of the day, Turkey's running a business. But I know one mofo's behavior scared him so much that he didn't even want to come to Riyadh season. And that was Tank. All of that, I'll knock Devin out, and what's Devin going to do to keep me off of him? Okay, well, 50 mil says you may or may not be able to do it. So just come to Riyadh and see if you can do what you said. He said no. And then you find out he felt that he had to come to Riyadh and knock Devin out because Devin was Turkey's guy. Wait a minute. What you worried about? Why didn't you come over here and schmooze with Turkey? Oh, because Tank don't kiss ass. All right, cool. But Tank also knocks everybody out according to y'all. So come get that 50 mil or 20 or half of that, 25 mil. Shaquille, salute, queen. And do whatever it is you wanted to do and knock Devin out. Go on and knock him out. You didn't want to do that? Because Devin's his guy. Okay. Go knock him out. Just never forget, y'all. That fight could have happened last year. And the A side, Tank said no. And y'all celebrated. Hey, Tank don't kiss ass. He ain't got to kiss the ring. Okay. He ain't got to kiss the ring? Okay. Our Heyman is kissing the ring. He ain't got to kiss the ring, but in the meantime, you know what ring he's kissing? Jake Paul.
What?
Okay. Don't fuck around and lose a Lamont Roach again, man. Well, you fought to a draw. I thought you lost, but it was a draw. Don't fuck around and lose on the cards for real or get knocked out or something crazy. Don't do that. Right? Don't do that. More on that when that fight's actually announced, though. Crazy stuff. I ain't going to kiss the ring with my Muslim brother and haven't put a lot of money in my pocket. But I'll kiss the ring of Jake Paul, though. You guys are just ridiculous. All the contemporaries are going to be on Riyadh season. He's going to fight Lamont Roach, and if he wins, he's going to give you Jake Paul. Let me ask you a question. Can he retire after that? I think he should, because what is he going to do? He's going to have to fight on Riyadh season. He's going to have to. But whatever. This is about Teo. Another guy he did nothing about. Teo became unified at 135. Tank was there. See what I mean? Devin became undisputed at 135. Tank was there. See what I mean? There could be a unification between Shakur and Tank. Nothing, right? See what I mean? So now Teo's in Riyadh season. He's finally getting the money that he wants. Remember when the money was the issue? Right? Intelligent Savage, salute. Remember when money was the issue? Now money's not the issue. All Teofimo has to do is what? Perform. He had the best performance that weekend, right? He looked dominant. Right? He looked dominant. MJ, what up? He looked dominant. See what I mean? Had the best performance, right? He had words of wisdom after his win. Remember that? Y'all listen to that shit? Whatever. Stormy says, take a moment to tell him what Jake Paul truly represents. Oh, let me take a moment to bring y'all up to speed. I know there's a big old argument about being the face of boxing. You know, y'all talk about Devin a lot. Then y'all accuse us of hating on Tank. So Tank must be the face because we talk about him a lot. And then enter the Latin community. Canelo's the face of boxing. No. Dirt Gang, what up? No. Y'all have it all wrong. In the last decade and some change, the sport of boxing was taken over by the casual fans. The skinny jean wearing, fingernail painted, weed smoking, tattooed on the face looking kids and grown adolescent. Those mofos taking over the sport of boxing, right? And while we're talking about boxing, they're talking about true religions and true religion jeans and all of that, you know, what I call nigger nonsense. Gold chains, diamonds in your teeth and, you know, on your head or whatever. Brothers UK, salute my brother. Always great to see you. And you guys gave light to Jake Paul. Y'all did that. Okay? So now Jake Paul has become the face of American boxing. Why? Not that he has a great resume. No, he sells the most. Y'all did that. That's why I'm not even mad at Jake Paul. Y'all did that. I don't want to hear, oh man, I hate Jake Paul. Oh my God. No. Y'all did that. He didn't rob the bank. While real supporters were telling the casuals, man, get to know, like when men like Stormy are saying, yo, man, get to know the sport. Stop having it's okay to have a love affair with a guy because you like how he looks, which is suspect in itself, but we can't stop that. But while you're at it, get to know the sport. And if you think your guy's the best, tell him to go beat up his contemporaries. That's how it's done. I'm not telling you not to be a fan of Tank or Ryan or whatever. What you do is what you do, DEW. That's your choice. That is your choice. Delano, what up? That is your choice. But while you're at it, at this point, being a Ryan fan, it's a guilty pleasure. Being a Tank fan is a guilty pleasure. But when you get to know the sport, you can be honest and say, hold on now, wait a minute. Tank, why didn't you do A, B, and C? Ryan never pursued a belt, never held a belt. Jeff Sparks, salute. Why are we rooting for this guy? And then when you narrow it down, it's only because of something else, and it has nothing to do with boxing. You see what I mean? The casuals outweigh the real supporters of the sport. We're a dying breed over here. We're a dying breed. That's it. I've come to terms with that. I'm not trying to tell kids what to do. Y'all got parents for that. If you really love the sport, then you get to know the sport. I grew up around the sport. I used to have to buy a KO magazine and Ring magazine. Learned about rankings a little bit. The business part of it always got on my nerve. But when I remember when Hagler signed to fight Hearns, we never talked about the purse splits and who sells more. And no. We got the fight. Same thing with Ray Leonard and Hearns and Hagler. Hagler fought Hearns. Hearns fought Hagler. Hearns fought Ray Leonard. Ray Leonard fought both of them. And out of that bunch, Sugar Ray was a diva, but he fought though. He fought. There was more of that when I was growing up. Today, you kids celebrate your man not fighting his contemporaries and the jeans he wears. We're having two different conversations. I always say this, and I'm going to say it daily. People have to qualify to discuss boxing with you. I could talk boxing with anybody all day. Check this out. You could be a Tank fan, but I could discuss X's and O's with you. I don't care if you root for him. It gets silly when the conversation shifts and you start telling me about seat sales and fan base and tattoos. I don't know. Devin got tattoos also. Name one time I talked about his tattoos. Matter of fact, this is the first time I mentioned a man got tattoos. Huh? And see, all of that, arguments like that have flooded the internet. Guys start talking about, well, this fight ain't happening because this guy ain't selling. This guy don't sell that much, and he can't sell out. Remember the Deontay Wilder argument? He can't sell out Alabama. I don't give a fuck. He's a WBC champion. They're one fight away from undisputed. What is AJ doing? He needs to tell Eddie Hearn, you'll make this fight. Let me knock this guy out. That's all I cared about. We had 2 black champions, one fight away from undisputed, and this is when I was fucking with AJ. But AJ, when I forgot, was it Pulev? I don't know. I don't know what happened. But I forgot after which fight it was, but he stood in that ring and said, if Deontay don't concede our demands, we'll freeze him out. That right there, I was done with him. That's lingo you never use to another fighter. Why? Because at the end of the day, boxing is supposed to be a fraternity. You could dislike a guy, whatever. You could dislike him for the length of time that y'all in camp. I get it. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to be helping your fellow fighter eat. At the end of the day. And these kids are selfish today. Y'all understand why I back Deontay Wilder and everything he does in that ring? Why I back Devin Haney in reference to everything he does in that ring? He did it all, and he almost paid the ultimate price with his life fighting a goddamn cheater, and how y'all treated him was disgusting. And when all the facts came out, this wasn't alleged. See, with Deontay, well, Fury was caught, but he wasn't held to a standard. But I keep telling y'all that's not over. Keep telling y'all, but whatever. But in this instance, you had evidence that you could see, and he was guilty, and y'all still treated Devin like shit. In no universe does a man get assaulted in the ring and everything is caught, and I've never seen a large portion of the world look at Devin like he's wrong. Do you understand that this was the craziest thing I've ever seen? And then when you look at Tank, who's black and a Muslim, take the position he took, I was done with him. I said, come on, bro. You can't let your foot off the gas for 2 seconds. What happened to him could potentially happen to you. And that's why he didn't take his ass to Saudi, because he swore in his mind, oh, man, there's a receipt coming. I violated my religion. I violated another brother. And Turkey's his man. Oh, my God, there's a receipt. They're going to make me pay for everything I tweeted, everything I said, me hugging up on Ryan. I'm going to pay for it. So you know what? My ass will never, ever go to Saudi. That's why Tank ain't go. And he told you, I'm going to need a knockout. I thought you would knock Devin out. What you talking about? No. Here's another thing. Look, man, y'all might not like it, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say it. How the hell he fight Lamont Roach? Lamont Roach come up from 130. He was in the pocket going blow for blow with Tank. I ain't see that coming. I thought Tank was his knockout artist. What happened? When Tank was asked who's doing his drug testing, remember he was stuttering? I don't know. It's not USADA. It might be Baltimore. And I'm looking around like I hear shit, but I don't say things at first. I'm like, y'all heard that? How you not know who's putting a needle in your arm or collecting your urine, man? Don't you think that's something you should know? So if your shit pop dirty, you can say, hold on. No, it's been going here, and here all this time. How it pop dirty now? Who's giving who's giving me my meals? Who's giving me my supplements? What the fuck is going on here? How do you not know that? And I said, look, I ain't trying to say anything, but I'm going to say something. It's a possibility that your man Tank was juicing. I don't care what y'all say, because that was abnormal for how's Tank going to keep Devin? How's Devin going to keep Tank off of him? Well, according to Roach, all Devin got to do is stand there and punch with him. Everybody was confused watching that fight. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Oh, no. And y'all spent majority of 2023 and all of 2024 telling us that Devin was too big? Uh-huh. Right. There's a reason why this dude ain't go to Saudi. The same reason why I say, hey, man, why Tyson Fury look like that versus Usyk and Ngannou? Fighting life or death with Ngannou, AJ went in there and flatlined him in 2 rounds. When life and death with Ngannou got dropped in that fight and basically fought Usyk, who's a career cruiserweight, and almost got knocked out. That's a clean Tyson Fury, y'all. That's the reality. That's the reality. Oh, yeah, Bakari, yeah, he's smoking weed in the elevator. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And weed is what? What is weed? A masking agent. But whatever. All the writings on the walls. Drew, you making shit up. You hate Tank. Okay, y'all put that coat on me, so I wear it. Yeah, I hate Tank. All right, cool. I said I was done with him after the Ryan shit, but now you won't say I hate him? Cool, I hate him now. Okay, fine. But deal with the facts. Why didn't he take the $50 million deal to go beat up Devin in Saudi? You know why? He was going to be clean in Saudi. Look at Lamont Roach. Right? I don't know. I ain't do the research. Who got a higher KO ratio, Devin or Lamont? Now and then y'all telling me that Devin was too big, and y'all gonna act like that conversation ain't happened. Lamont stood in the pocket and hurt Tank, made him take a knee and everything. Okay, that happened, y'all.
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8.
Got a gift that night. All the writings on the walls, man. All the writings on the wall. It's the reason why he didn't take his ass to Saudi. He was afraid of the treatment because of everything he said, and he flat out didn't want to get his ass whooped. What did Lamont say? He said he's mentally weak too. I believe it. I believe it. Delano says Tank on drugs and Mayweather camp. Come on. Mayweather took an illegal IV when he fought Pacquiao. Uh-oh. And the only reason why Manny didn't say anything was because of the 5 years he ducked the drug test. Did you know that, Delano? But no harm, no foul, right? I didn't say anything. You know why? I was on code. I said, man, 5 years of getting called on, all kinds of niggas online and these packtards, let them beef about it. Manny ain't gonna say that. Manny got in there, right? See, they don't like it when we go there, right? Manny got in there. But yeah, Mayweather he said he was just rehydrating. But the rules are rules, man. Drink a goddamn Gatorade, man. He took the IV. I looked around, I said, ooh. That's illegal, but Floyd brings in money and revenue in Vegas. They are not calling this fight off. BVO salute. Yeah, man. Delano says, so why not on code with Tank, Drew? I hope that answered your question, bro. I hope that answered your question. Why not on Code with Tank? I just played it for you, bro. There you go. You understand? I hope you get it now. There's no coming back from what Tank did. Delano, do you understand? Teofimo became unified because of Tank. Everybody say good morning to the raging homosexual. Look, a Tank fan. This is the dude. Yo. Yo. Swinging from my follicles. What'd I tell you about these kids? What did I tell you about these kids? What'd I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Say good morning to the latest stalker. Say good morning. This is the... Hey, yo. Lord have mercy. As soon as you say Tank, here they come. As soon as you mention Mellow Yellow, here they come. He says, you keep Tank name in your bus driving mouth. 6 figures. Do something significant without hate involved. How many times do I have to block this foolish mortal? Oh my God, this is hilarious. Dude, you really, really, really should have stayed off my live, bro. You really should have stayed off. This nigga's name is the Ghost. Oh my God.
What are you, a homo?
Lord have mercy. Ghost, I'm glad you showed up though, man. Good. Oh my God. Oh, wait, hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Could it be what? Lord have mercy. This kid, he done got cussed out. It's been exposed that he's a raging homosexual. All you gotta do is bring up Tank. And here they come. He's from South Suicide, Queens. And yeah, suicide is right, because you just killed yourself. Hey, bro, that's incest. Hey, bro, that's incest. The Ghost, that's incest, bro. One more time. Hey, bro, that's incest. That's incest. Now, I ain't want to do it to you. Hey, man, it's 10, 12 in the morning. Most people are at work. Most people are getting ready for work. Some people took the kids to school. Now they back, and I'm getting them through their morning. What the fuck are you doing? That's a rhetorical question because I really don't care. Enjoy the show. Because like I said, right on time. Erico, salute. Right on time. While we're talking about boxing, these motherfuckers talk about their man crush. Obviously, the ghost wants to floss his teeth with Tank's pubic hair. Listen, I'm not getting in the way of that. If that's what you want to do, go do it. Go do it. I just said I can't help if you a Tank fan, but I'm talking boxing. Now, let me take it deeper, because heavy is the head that wear a crown. We wouldn't be dealing with Tio and his shenanigans if Tank knocked his ass out about 4 years ago. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? We wouldn't have to be looking at the Sandor Martin fight like, yo, man, what the hell? I thought Tio was better than that. Right? Tank was supposed to clean up 135. He didn't do it. And when I say, hey, man, look, why didn't he do that? Leave my baby alone. You get niggas like the ghost talking about keep Tank name out your mouth with that hair. Kissing Ernie, his twin brother. Sesame Street Queens. Exactly, Jeff. Niggas can't talk boxing. They can talk Tank. Mac of the South, my brother, salute. Once again, they can't talk boxing. They talk Tank. We dealt with this with the AJ fans. They can't talk boxing. They can talk about AJ's abs and his legs and his gum shield. Remember that? I'm like, oh my God. I want to talk about how they're one fight away from undisputed. We're about to have a unified black heavyweight champion. Let's go. And those AJ fans found more reasons not to make the fight. We've been here. Niggas could talk Manny Pacquiao. Remember, I'm not even talking about the Filipino audience. I'm talking about these American niggas. Where did all the Blackiao fans went? Where'd they go? What happened to them? What happened? Gone. 5 years. It took for him to get in the ring with Floyd. 5 years of lies and racism. 5 years. Gio James, Bronx on deck. 5 years. 5 years. Are you serious? Main biker in that super chat salute, he says, Ryan making excuses for a Rolly match. Hand injury. What? That's what he said? Send me the link, please. I'm going to drag him. I like dragging Ryan Garcia. Matter of fact, let me take a moment to drag Ryan right now.
I cannot unsee the left hook. Stop crying.
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8.
What go say? I got you pressed, high value, fair collector, bring on live stream for hours, bashing another man zesty. All right, let's read it how he wrote it, y'all. Here we go again. Delano, someone's chasing your crown. You need to check him. I got you pressed, high value, fair collector, bring on live stream for hours, bashing another man is zesty. Oh, here we go. How long before these niggas start talking about my physique? You see what I mean? You got all them muscles to chase after fair dodgers, top flight bus driver. See what I mean? How long before they talk about my superior physique? You see? You See what I mean? A fat boy talking to me. See? See? Thank you, main biker. You know what? DM that to me, please. I appreciate that. Now, this shit is gay. That shit, a condom, my brother, salute. Yes. That shit is gay. That right there. Look, man. I think he said his other channel is the Ghost 85. So I guess that means he was born in 75. Yeah, he's comfortable in his skin, you know, to be homosexual. But you see, you got all the muscles to chase after fare dodgers, top flight bus driver. I put this up there for y'all to see. This is what all of my stalkers do. It goes from insulting my line of work, that fails, to insulting the channel, that fails, to you can't insult my physique, not when you can't do 10 push-ups. I can tell you a fat boy, I'm looking at your face, but if your boyfriend like it, who gives a fuck, right? You can't finish without a weenie in your butt. Hold on, I'm checking my DMs real quick. Now I kicked him out of here. Felix, what up, Felix? Now I kicked him out of here. He came right back. What do I say? When I put the link in the chat, who showed up? Buckle up. I'm like, what are you doing here? You don't fuck with me. Or do you? Or do you? Okay. So Ryan says, I went and got surgery for my hand and wasn't it? Oh, no, bro. I'm finna drag you, bro. I'm finna drag you, bro. I'm finna drag Ryan some more. But I just want y'all to see that it always comes back to my physique. It always comes back to my physique. Always. You can't clown me for the money I make. You can't clown me over my looks. I mean, what are you doing, bro? Not looking like that, bro. And yes, this is really his picture. This is really his picture. Now, and he only came in here. He only came in here because I mentioned Tank. But watch this. I ain't got to lie on Tank. And I want y'all to understand, he doesn't care that he's good friends with a racist. You know what? Let's ask the Ghost. You cool with Ryan Garcia and Tank's relationship? You cool with that? Let's ask that. Let's ask that. Now this nigga's calling me Poppy. You see what I mean? I keep telling you these dudes is homosexual. I bring them out, bro. Ain't nothing new. When I worked at the club in the 90s, chicks tried to holler at me. I had a mother. No, I'm sorry. I had a girl and her aunt tried to holler at me, get me to leave. I'm like, y'all are bugged out. Auntie had the fatty though, but I said, nah, that's too much. Now here come the ghost accounts. All of this, because I told the truth about this nigga calling me Poppy. This is the gayest shit ever. See? See? Y'all need to see this. Main biker says, I went to Transit Tech. We all wanted MTA jobs. Oh, I know, bro. I know, bro. I know. I have a great job. Delano, I got smoke for everybody when they fucking up. But notice I mentioned Tank and Ryan's relationship, and Ghost wants to talk about what I do for a living. You see what I mean? Tay, what's going on? See, I don't mind when the women talk about my physique. It's you niggers. It's you hard ERs. Her. The acronym, hard ER. You know how Ryan said the hard ER? Her. The ghost is her. He's snapping bubble gum right now. He got his eyebrows all tweezed. And he's mad at me for what? Talking about his B-U-B-U. B-E-W, B-E-W. Listen, go spank your monkey off a Tank, mellow yellow, light skin, his tatted up physique or whatever the fuck you want. Go talk about him. There are places you can go to get that Tank feel good. I promise you it's not here. Because all I have to do is tell the truth about this kid. He did not clean out 135. He did duck Lomachenko for 5 straight years. He did duck Devin Haney. He did ignore Shakur. He's acting like Keyshawn doesn't exist. He could have stopped Teofimo Lopez. He didn't do it. There was a whole lot of belts moving around at 135, and Tank Davis didn't do anything about it. Bottom line. The belt that he got right now is Devin's old belt. He did not fight Devin for that belt. It was given to him by the WBO. I'm sorry, the WBA. And then what happened? He said, I don't want that shit. But he took it anyway. Doesn't that make him an email champion? Go! But I know you're incapable of talking boxing. See, that sounds like hate, but I don't have to lie on this dude. Everything I said is truthful. Because once upon a time, I wanted to see Tank destroy Lomachenko. One more time. I wanted to see Tank destroy Lomachenko. Instead, he wants to put Shorty in the Cobra Clutch at the basketball game and yank her out the goddamn building. Am I lying? No. Am I being sarcastic? Absolutely. He did it. You know why that got me mad? Because whenever a black athlete does something fucked up in the public eye, where do the racists come? Oh, I saw it, Shelton. That is hilarious. Where do the racists come? They come to our channels. That's what they do. They come to our channels. Whenever a black athlete fucks up, they come to our channels. What you got to say about this? Nothing. When Shakur gave that chick the dragon punch at the Jersey gas station, where did everybody come? To our channels. What you got to say about this? Nothing. When they went to BoxRec and changed his Olympic picture to his mugshot, who fought for Shakur? We did. We wrote emails to BoxRec like, yo, why would you allow this to? Yo, guess what? It was changed. Somebody went in there and changed it back to the Olympic picture, and that same night, they put it back to the mugshot. See, these are the things that black people are up against. And when we're on code, the supporters of the sport, when we're on code, it is enraging when the niggas that we're defending are not on code. Bernard Hopkins, Tank Davis, Shakur, when they're not on code. Shout out to BFTB. That Bernard Hopkins video was right on time. Right on time. So now you got Ryan Garcia running around calling people niggas and F Muslims and everything. This motherfucker talking about keep the black fighters and bananas and monkeys and all this other shit. You breathe life into these motherfuckers. Your war, the ghost, is not with me. Your war is with Mellow Yellow that you never held accountable, stupid ass. That's your beef right there, or you want his beef in your mouth. I know how you get down. Tell me when I'm lying on him. You can't. Everything I said is facts. I don't care what kind of business spin you want to try. You're uneducated. You just like Tank because you like how he looks. You can't talk boxing. You sound like a chick. You sound like that chick that got her daughter doing that boots on the ground dance, that is a baby. Got her licking her lips and twerking during that fucking dance with a fan. And everybody with sense is saying, Ma, she is a baby. It was cute for 2 seconds, and now you're generating revenue off of making her do that. And she's doing things that a little girl is not supposed to do. And you know what her response is? Y'all hating. Hating? Hating? How about let that baby be a baby, man? We spent years watching these adults live through their daughters at these baby beauty pageants. Now here come Instagram, and I see a whole bunch of these women running around there with you twerking for several videos, and then if you keep scrolling, they got a regular picture with their goddamn kid. I just saw another video, this chick with a super BBL at her son's graduation. He graduating high school, and it's like, bro, Ma, you can't turn down the way you dress. Oh, well, I'm dressed from head to toe. It was a fitted thing. You have a super BBL, and then upon further research, niggas was like, yo, she got an OnlyFans. Hey, man. These ladies are not thinking about their seeds. I literally saw a bitch sit on a panel and say, when she was asked, you know, you're doing OnlyFans and you have a son. Kids are brutal. What happens if he comes home and says, hey, Ma, my classmates found out you have an OnlyFans. They made fun of me all day. You know what that bitch said? He can cry in a Mercedes. That goes to show you where we're at as a society. And what does this have to do with the unconditional tank protection? I just explained it to you. That kid is wrong all over the place as it pertains to boxing. You want to move past boxing? Let's move past boxing. Did he have any right yanking that chick out that basketball game the way he did? And we have to fucking respond to him because people run to our channels after we done, after we're talking him up. We're talking him up, and then he does that. What's up with that? All right, you want to keep it boxing? The Ghost, you want to keep it boxing? Everybody was at 135. He ain't fight Tio. He ain't fight Devin. He ain't fight Shakur. But he fought Ryan. For what? It meant nothing. He ain't fight Loma. Why? Kambosos was a champion for a second. He ain't even trying to intervene and do that. I think that's a thing. That's a fight he could have won. Why didn't he do that? Why do you say that Devin Haney was the email champion? The belt he has right now at 135, he didn't win it in the ring. That's an email, is it not? And I was just saying earlier in the show, this sport has become littered. It's littered with casuals. While I'm talking boxing, they're mad at me for pointing out this little motherfucker's discrepancy. So you won't call me a hater? I'll be a hater. But you know what? I ain't got to lie on him. I ain't got to lie on him. We ain't the same. People have to qualify to talk boxing with you. When I'm talking boxing and the best you can do is talking about my physique and what I do for a living, you already lost. And the reason why we're dealing with T.O. in his fucking mouth is because Tank Davis, the face of boxing, didn't punch him in it. Devin been trying to punch him in it. Devin out here trying to get shit done. Errol Spence out here getting shit done. Deontay Wilder getting shit done. And what did they do? Made fun of him. Any reason why Errol Spence ain't in the ring right now? You ever stop to think about that? The same business these motherfuckers praise. Right? Eric Jordan in that super chat salute. He says Ghost is 100 mad because Tank and Miguel didn't clap him. Oh, you already know what it is, man.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Outstanding. Outstanding. Well, I talk boxing. You can try and talk about me. You ain't gonna call me a liar, though. Freedom's March, salute. Joseph Brown, salute. So Tio's running his jaw because Tank didn't break his jaw. You see how you can't tell me that he's the face of boxing and he got his contemporaries running around, a couple that I don't like in particular, that are still talking. He was supposed to stop this Lomachenko shit 5 years ago, man. 5 years ago, he's supposed. You notice this dumb motherfucker ain't typing no more, right? You notice he's not typing anymore, right? Because I started talking boxing. There's nothing you can say to me, itty bitty, fat boy, little fat boy. There's nothing you can say to me. Not with your hair looking like that. You calling me Poppy. This is what I'm saying. I'm talking boxing, and he comes in there. Don't be talking about Tank. Why not? Teofimo was his responsibility. Now look. Now you talking about monkeys and bananas and calling people nigger. Thanks, Tank. This shit's your fault. This is your fault. Why George Kambosos got to come into New York and beat this dude? Okay? Thanks, Tank. Hey, Tank fans, you hate Devin? Why didn't Tank take care of that? Jeremy, yeah, he absolutely called me Poppy. You believe that? I tell you, these niggas is gay. I'm not making it up. Stormy says the Ghost is now toast. Yeah, give him a minute. He's trying to think of a snappy comeback. But if I let him up here, he ain't gonna have. He can't talk boxing. He's mad at me for holding Tank accountable. Sure, I clown Tank. It's all within bounds because I ain't got to lie on him. Don't be talking about Tank. Yeah, your thoughts on his relationship with Ryan Garcia. That's my question. Of course, Shelton, he's going to be back. They always come back. They always come back. They hate me, but they come back. Like I said, Buckle Up popped up in the backstage the other day, and I'm like, what are you doing here? I don't fucks with you. What are you doing here? Exactly, Shawa, 2 snaps up. And I bet you if I let him up here and he turned his camera on, he's every bit the homosexual that I'm saying he is. He's going to try and hide it for a minute. But he's going to get triggered and his neck going to start rolling. He's going to start snapping. The lisp is going to come out. Defend, and then they try and mystify the whole process by talking about you're degrading another black man. Tank is the one that says, when you see me in the street, don't say nothing to me. He was talking to his fans. He don't even like y'all. But watch this. Where was Ghost when Tank's BBL baby mom tried to get him killed by them folk? You wanna know where I was? Online having a meltdown. Because that bitch tried to get him killed. And I said that. I said, no. She tried to get that boy killed. She tried to get that boy killed. And I spoke on that. That was ridiculous. I did like 2, I think I may have did a live on it. She took his toothbrush and dipped it in the shitty diaper. I said, no. And she lied. Lied to them folks. Tore the house up while holding the baby. She tried to get that boy killed. Now, that ain't had nothing to do with boxing. He ain't deserve that. Once these people call the police on your black ass, they're trying to get you killed. Oh, yeah, he got a video that says Drew Titans hate for Ryan Garcia. I could do a video that says, why doesn't Buckle Up not like Ryan Garcia. You see what I'm saying? Now look at this. You see what I'm saying? Another homosexual from Baltimore, right? Concerned about my feelings towards a racist, right? Instead of addressing the racism. I'm not the goddamn athlete. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? The concern is about me. It's about the LDBC. It's about us. 50 videos about me and not Ryan. Not Ryan's racism. Not Teofimo's racism. It's about me. It's called jealousy. Of course he does. You know why he has unconditional love for Ryan? Because we don't like him. We don't like him. I told y'all, you cannot make it up. Delano, shut the fuck up, bro. Stop talking like right now. Stop. Stop right. That comment right there, stop. Hector Garcia, nobody was worried about. We knew how that was going to end. Ryan Garcia, we knew how that was going to end. Stop, bro. Stop. Cut it out. Right there. Right there. And salute to the general for giving me this, because I have it. I will never delete this slide. Why should Tank fight Devin? He has failed pay-per-view buys. Ryan Garcia, no buys before fighting Tank. Hector Garcia, no buys. Rolly, no buys. Mario Barrios, no buys. Isaac Cruz, no buys. I don't give a fuck if Devin had 50,000 buys that they tried to say he had, which was a lie. There was no excuse for Tank not to fight Devin. Now it's all worse because Devin is fighting at a comfortable weight now. He's not draining to make 135. And by the way, Devin is not unprofessional. He don't miss weight. Shakur does. Doesn't Tank miss weight too? German for life, salute. Coach, what up, Coach? Stop it. Y'all make a lot of excuses for Mellow Yellow. Y'all call it hate. Nobody blocked Ghost, right? You see he's not talking now, right? You could clown me and do whatever you want, but I'm here to talk boxing. I didn't want to talk about Tank. I was just making an example. If you really want to get gutted with it, Teofimo was Tank's responsibility. We all know he ducked Devin. We all know. Why are you adding Stormy? Delano, you have a wrench. You know I could still hit you upside the head with mine, right? I asked you to stop talking. You had enough. Now you're bringing up the Russell brothers. How about this? Gary Russell was Tank's responsibility too. That shit ain't happened. Come on, man. Stop. All I know is that Devin's running around trying to fight every fucking body. What did y'all do? Y'all tore him down. It was nothing but a bunch of niggas doing that. It was nothing but a bunch of you niggas doing that. All this dysfunction in the community. All I wanted to see was who was the best. Shakur, Tank, Devin, Frank Martin. I didn't care about no Ryan Garcia. And thank you, Stormy. The Russell Bros avoided Devin. They did. Delano, you wasn't here when that fight was trying to be made on YouTube. I just told you yesterday, his brother Batman was a regular on my show at one point. We were trying to make that fight during the pandemic. When we was coming out the pandemic, that fight was right here on YouTube being made. And Batman called me on my personal phone and was like, yo, man, my dad don't want to do it. I said, why not, bro? He said, I don't know. Y'all remember Batman going back and forth with Bill? Y'all remember that? Yo, I was in the middle of that shit. I even want to relive that shit. It was a fucking nightmare. Man, that shit almost put me in the hospital. My pressure was so bad. I was getting lied to. I was like, damn, man, what the, wait, hold on. We're just trying to get a boxing match made. What's going on? Then everybody on ESPN want to talk about it. Oh, big fights aren't made on YouTube. Bullshit. They started talking about it. All we want is for the best competition to face off. That's all we want. But what happens is we get sidetracked with these fans that have an unconditional love. You know what it is to have an unconditional love for someone? That means that nigga could do no wrong. Now I'm on code, but I do draw the line. Tank hugging Ryan Garcia, ain't no coming back from that, bro. There's no coming back from that. Done, bro. I told y'all the exact moment when I was done with Anthony Joshua. When he said he was gonna freeze out Wilder, I said, bro, you don't say that to another boxer unless you hate him. Done. Now I'm gonna say something. The more I sit here and think about it, for Tio, let me put the picture back up for you. For Tio to say this and then delete it, and salute Xavier, that means I think that he's being made to do something that he really don't want to do, but he can't say no to the money. And I was just sent the video. That bitch ass nigga ran to Mayweather's gym in Vegas and took a picture with him. Now I can't deny, confirm any of this. Do not be surprised if Turkey said, yo, you fighting Devin, bro. No, I'm not. I want Boots. Boots don't want to fucks with you. Boots has his own path, and I'm cool with that. Okay. He can't say no to the money. Do not be surprised. I can't deny, confirm. This is just me thinking. I'm looking at that tweet, and then Blue Blood said he deleted it, and then he's calling him a dictator. And then I was just sent a picture of him on Twitter. He's in the Mayweather gym. And you know Mayweather's a notorious Haney hater, and he's a fucking troll. And what the fuck is he doing hugged up with Teofimo Lopez? You see why I don't fuck with Floyd Mayweather either? In the boxing ring, an absolute wizard. Fuck out of here. Who the fuck is calling? Hold on, y'all. Hello. Anyway, I don't know what Turkey's making him do for him to say that. But according to the brothers, Devin's next opponent is on his hit list. And this is deductive reasoning. It ain't Boots. I'm hoping it's Boots, but it ain't Boots. Brian Norman got some work lined up in Japan, and good luck to him. I hope he obliterates homie. Salute to Brian Norman. Man, I hope Brian Norman makes a statement, because I think Brian Norman's the most dangerous person on that list, and I would love for Brian Norman and Devin Haney to break bread. I would love that, man. That right there would be out. That would be, whew, that'd be great. So I hope he obliterates the Japanese fellow. Everybody up there got work lined up except Tio. Even Tank got work lined up. Right? So, yeah, exactly, Joe Townsend. He's up in there in the Mayweather gym, bro. Floyd should have let him in and slapped the fuck out of him and kicked him out. Kicked him in his ass and all that. He let him in. And then took a picture. Man, get the fuck, man, bro. The years I did defending his boxing career, bro. You know what I never did, though? I never, ever, ever defended his bullshit, though. Never. I'm on cold, but you know what? When you defend things that are indefensible, that makes you look like an asshole. Todd French in that super chat, much love. He says, we all know T.O. is allergic to accountability. He's like a woman. Wasn't he running around on a podcast with a wig on? Ghost, did you miss that? Teofimo with a wig on? All I wanted Tank to do was to punch him in the face back in like 2021. Why ain't do it? Now, seriously, Ghost, you here? Say something. You know what, Ghost? Say something. I'll drop a link and I'll let you come up. We can have a conversation because I feel like it. Say something, Ghost. Say something. Norman Coelho says, Boots scared of T.O. Stop talking crap, you idiot. T.O., yeah, okay. Fact it. Boom, that's what we do with that. Teofimo was a racist. Boots got bigger things to do than to give Teofimo a payday. How about that? How about that? Ghost, where you at, man? Let's talk some boxing. Let me pick your brain. I want to find out why you're so mad. Squid Games. You could die playing these games. Tank ain't want to die. He said, man, I got to go down to Saudi and be clean. I can't be on no booster juice or whatever it is I'm taking, and I got to fight Devin. Y'all ain't listen to Coach Cal? When Marco said, man, you know, what about Devin Haney? And Coach Cal said, at what weight, though? Press one, salute the champ side. The original press one. Press one if you remember that. When he said, Marco, at what weight, though? You remember that? Said it straight to Marco. Who remembers that? I remember that. What about Devin Haney? Yeah, at what weight, though? Press one if you remember that. Nah, Stormy, Norman, was that dude, whatever the fuck that dude's name is, he won't be talking anymore unless he makes another account and get my views up. Yeah, we all remember that. At what weight, though? So Devin was a giant. Devin was a giant because Tank's too small. Y'all remember his cousin was on my panel and said, you know, Tank got a big head? And I laughed. I said, hey, man. But Tank is a phenomenal athlete. Once upon a time, I had a lot of faith in Tank. I just wanted to see the kid prove it. And I was hearing more excuses for him not to get in the ring with his contemporaries than for him to get in the ring with them. And that is exactly why I didn't like Anthony Joshua. I said, man, come the fuck on, man. Come on. All that extra shit with loving on Ryan Garcia, that's something else that I don't like. And if you as a black person are cool with that, that tells me everything I need to know about you. But when I ask these questions, Ghost, where you at? Because I'll ask you the questions since I'm hating on Tank. I'll ask you those questions. I want to see how smart you are. Like I said, disappeared. I didn't block him. I didn't have my other page up. I hope none of y'all blocked him. I ain't gotta lie. I don't have to. Teofimo's breathing because of Tank. He was supposed to beat the shit out of Teo, but you know what the problem is? Let's speak at their boxing. Teo would have given Tank a problem because Teo got better feet than him. Uh-oh. We just keeping it boxing, right? Teofimo got better feet than him. He wouldn't stand there and let him do what he wants to do. Teo has respectable power. Uh-oh. And after that Lamont Roach performance, are y'all not looking at Tank a little bit different now? Especially since, you know, we know that he was on VADA?
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8.
The fuck was that, man? What the fuck was that? I'm watching the fight. I said, yeah, he gonna stand there. Tank gonna get him. Look, Lamont stand in the pocket. He gonna get him. Oh man, why is Lamont stand? Oh man, Lamont trying to get knocked out. Oh man, what the hell's going on? By the time we got to round 4, I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? And then it dawned on me. Lamont was the bigger dude. Lamont wasn't drained. Both men took VADA. We knew that. What you saw was boxing. What you saw was a nightmare for Tank. It's a nightmare. A stylistic nightmare. But we're going to see if he gets it together. I can't believe in 12 rounds Tank couldn't figure out, outside of biting this dude on the goddamn neck. I can't believe that Tank couldn't figure out a way to fix it. Why couldn't Tank think outside the box? Okay, so Delano says, no Teo breathing because of top rank. Facts. Tank is the A side. He can get any fight that he wants. If he wanted Teo, could have fought Teo. What do you mean free Tank? Who got Tank locked up? Oh, Delano, what is wrong with you, man? Stop, man. This racist clown Teofimo Lopez was supposed to get offed by Tank Davis at least 4 or 5 years ago. He didn't do it. Thanks to him. Why is it that Teofimo could fight Lomachenko and win 3 belts? in the franchise. Nobody was asking why didn't Tank do that? That's the first thing I said. I said, man, see, Tank could have did this. Damn. Why Teo got to step in and fight Lomachenko and Tank couldn't? Why Devin got to step in and fight Lomachenko and Tank couldn't? Why, I don't know, why does Kambosos get to step in and fight Lomachenko in a losing effort and Tank couldn't do it? What's going on, man? He didn't want no smoke until he heard that this man's back was hurt. And outside of biting Lamont Roach, nothing he was doing was working.
This summer, Tank Davis is Blackula 2. The latest vampire in boxing. More brutal than Berlangula. More terrifying than Tyson's teeth. More grimy than Galata's mouth. You can run. There's no escape. He will glamour you. He will hypnotize you. You will feel uncomfortable. Blackula 2. He will do what he wants to do. DEW. Move!
I love my editing. All around strong. What up, bro? Where that pillow biter ghost at, man? Trying to drop a link, stupid. Where you at, pillow biter? Let's talk some boxing. Yeah, Stormy. I already uploaded it. I said I should have put TEW. Where you at, pillow biter? You want a link? Come on up. You asked me to drop a link. I ain't got to get into a roast session with you. You already done lost that. Let's talk boxing. I got questions. Because if you really want to get to the root of this shit, Teo should have gotten his head knocked off. Back like in 2021 or something like that. Devin been trying to get to him. Why didn't the face of boxing stop this shit? Stop. Clown ass. Y'all smacked him? Wait a minute. Hold on. Nah. Ghost, I turned that shit off. Oh, he on my other page? All right, cool. So here's what we gonna do. Because he on my other page. Pull up. You want to talk to me? Let's talk. making Bill Haney references. If I was on Bill Haney's payroll, I wouldn't be working. Fuck out of here. You want to suck Tank's balls. I don't say you on his payroll. You just want to you want to fornicate with him. Come on now. Let's talk some boxing. Let's see what you got. Let's go. He got like multiple channels. Okay, this is his other King Ghost. What is it? He got a playlist. Oh my God, bro. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all this shit, yo. This is who's stalking me. This nigga right here. Okay, let's go to his playlist. This is what he listens to, y'all. Phyllis Hyman, You Know How to Love Me. Yo, shit. All right, Brody. Okay. Linda Crawford, Gwen McCrae. Okay, yeah, I know what kind of kid you are. All right. Product of a single mom, aren't we? I'm not saying those aren't good R&B classics, but goddamn, bro. So, hey, man, I'm showing y'all who's stalking me. I'm showing you. Ghost, come on now. You gotta get your eyeliner, your lip liner, whatever. I ain't gonna be here much longer, bro. Let's talk some boxing. I know you want to get up here and talk about me. Enough about me. Everyone knows about me. I want to know about you and your boxing knowledge. I don't want to know about you personally with whatever you do with your boyfriend. You asked me to drop a link. The link is in the goddamn description. All right, let's do this, man. It's pinned at the top. Let's get it. On both my channels, it's pinned. Let's go. You want to talk to me? All right, fine. This is the guy right here. Got like 5 channels. Delano, your device is not connected. Oh, this is gonna be great. It says the device not connected. Delano, it says device not connected. I don't know what you're doing. You gotta do something. Still says device not connected. Ghost, where are you, dude? This dude checks all the boxes. He can't talk boxing. He attacks me personally. That falls short. Then I believe last time he talked about I hate women, and he went there. That falls short. What else you said? Oh, I'm degrading a black man. That falls short. Now I'm on Bill Haney's payroll. That right there. I mean, come on. I was waiting for that. Then he talks about my physique. Everything. I mean, come on. I know those are haters. Ghost, pull up. Delano, it says device not connected, bro. I don't know what you're doing. You gotta. All right, yeah. Whatever you're doing, come back in and I'll let you on. We can chop it up. Let's go, man. Let's go, champ. Meantime, I'll let everybody have a look at you. This is him. And make note of his name. Drippy Papacito. It says right there. At Drippy Papacito. 69, y'all. Look at that. Look at that.
Whoa! What the that's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when he courtin', he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courtin', he did ride Crambo. What are you, homo?
I'm not making it up. Look at it. Look at it. Drippy Papacito 69. And he's a Tank fan. Bro.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Okay? 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 I think this dude, because his other account was Ghost 85 or some shit. And he popped up on Pep Talk. Bro, this nigga's at is Drippy Papacito 69. This nigga right here. Ghost, you absolutely, here he is. Device not connected. Dude, you really need to connect this device. I'm waiting on you. And he's blowing kisses, all kinds of weird shit. Papacito 69, Drippy Papacito 69. Why does it say device not connected? Don't play yourself, bruh. I can't help how these niggas feel about me, but I'm here to talk boxing. 69 God, huh? Dude, you're backstage. It says device not connected. What the fuck? Y'all don't know how to work y'all phones? BFTB in the motherfucking building. Salute. Ghost, you don't know how to work your phone? It says device not connected. BF, look at this shit, bro. BF, look at this. Hold on. This nigga, his at is Drippy Papacito 69. This nigga was blowing kisses at me, referring to my physique. This nigga. And I'm trying to make a connection. I was talking about Tio, and I mentioned Tank, and here this motherfucker come. Ghost, you're backstage. I can't put you on if your device is not connected. You got to connect your mic and your cam before you speak to me. It's not on my end, Delano. It's not. He's writing in the private chats, I'm coming, bus driver. Never tell me that you're coming. Fix your camera. 69 God. Yeah, exactly, BF. He a fan. Let's talk about my big muscles. Jesus Christ. Come on, the Ghost. Let's talk some boxing. Well, while you figure that out, I'll put this back. Drippy Papacito 69. Yeah, I know, BF. He just want my team. He want to talk to me. That's all it is. Yo, BF. I put a link in last week, and Buckle Up tried to come on the show last week. That dude absolutely does not fuck. Well, he fucks with me. That's apparent. He's listening right now. I heard he got a video about me and how I feel about Ryan Garcia right now. But I don't fuck with him. So why the fuck, these niggas. Ghost, fix your goddamn Obama phone, man. Yeah, I'm on one this morning, man. Fix your Obama phone. What's going on with you? Buckle Up, Sports Prediction, 9/11, whatever the hell his name is, man. Whatever. He's a burnt ant. Yeah, why you all talking about Tank there? Your BFTV. You come down to the harbor. Oh no. What I meant was come down to the motherfucking Hooters, Baltimore. Dumb as fuck. Y'all know this nigga is sitting backstage and it says device not connected. Drippy Papacito 69. This is the mother. I'm gonna let him up so y'all can see. He's typing back. Say, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You give me a minute. I'm trying to connect. What is wrong? Yo, bro, it's not that difficult. Oh my God, man. This is crazy. Jay-Z, salute, man. My God, man. How long does it take to connect the device? Drippy Papacito 69. And he's gone again. I can't think of one woman that would see this on his social media and say, I like that. And the first R&B songs that he likes is, oh my God, Phyllis Hyman. All right, great. Now he's backstage. Device not connected. Now he's gone again. This is ridiculous. Yeah, BF, these kids, man. I'm stuck on this name, y'all. Y'all need to screenshot this. King Ghost at Drippy Papacito 69 has a problem with me. He's backstage again. Devices not connected. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? Okay. Let's remove this. Stop this screen share. I'm gonna share this screen just so y'all can see I'm not bullshitting. Where's that? Wait a minute. Look. There he is. And he's gone again. He's gone again. This is how my StreamYard looks right now. I'm showing y'all. I'm so appalled. Look, he's back again. You see? Device is not connected. Can you get it right? Can you get it right? I'm so appalled. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. You see? I'm not making it up. Look at that. Okay, he's typing backstage. Let's see what the man has to say. I'm trying, yo. Hold on with 2 O's. You see? Oh my God, bro. Let's talk some more boxing. While Ghost tries to get it together, let's talk boxing. I hate Teofimo Lopez because he hates me. I doubt guys like Ghost, guys like Buckle Up Boxing, they don't broadcast their detest for what Ryan Garcia does and for what Ryan Garcia does and what Teofimo does. They're more concerned about us holding their favorite fighter accountable, which was all I wanted to see Tank do was punch Teofimo in the face. As a matter of fact, I bet you there was more people that support Devin Haney rooting for Tank to beat Ryan Garcia than there were Tank fans rooting for Devin to beat Lomachenko or Ryan Garcia. Delano, it's not my line. I promise you it's not my line. This nigga says, check my line. What the fuck? Okay, what is he saying? He's typing again. Look, he says, I'm playing games on my end. It must be me.
That's me. I just did it from my phone. So you and Delano are idiots. I just did it from my cell phone. I'm on right now.
Both you niggas are retarded and don't know how to work a phone. See how that works? Now the 86 in that super chat. Much love. He says salute, Drew, and salute to the mighty LDBC. I have it up here so y'all can see it. I just pulled up on my phone. These niggas don't know how to work a phone? I just pulled up on my phone just now. Jeremy, what up, bro?
What's up, Drew? I just want to show everybody, like, this how easy it is. You got to give your phone and mic and permission. You know, people computer stupid.
No, they more than computer stupid, brother.
I just want to show everybody, like, this how easy it is, you know.
There it is. Now you see this dude backstage. Look. Device not connected. Look at this shit.
Yeah, I see it.
He's retarded.
If I can do it,
not hard.
If I can do it, why he can't do it?
Hey, man, but these are the dudes that want to argue with me. These are the guys.
So for the people in the chat saying that it
Ghost and Delano, you guys don't know how to work your phone.
StreamYard, it's not Drew.
It's not me, bro.
So stop saying that it's not Drew.
This dude that he came into the stream and he exited. He don't know how to connect his device. So all this time you want to talk to me, you don't even know how to talk to me. Stupid. The fuck?
I appreciate everything you do, Drew. I wake up every morning listening to you. You know, it's how I get my day started. You know, so I appreciate everything that you do over there. You know, just keep going, man.
Man, I appreciate you, Jeremy, man. Much love, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
All right, I'm back in the chat.
Yes, sir. K-Rod, my brother, what's good now?
Hey, how's it going, Drew? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, wait, hold on. There you go. He finally fixed it.
You hear me?
Ghost. Now you watch me on a big screen.
What up, man? What you got for me?
No, what you got for me?
Oh, you know, you a hater. You a hater for profit. You sit on live streams for 8 hours, hating on another man, hating on black women, thinking that's gonna save you from the MTA, and it's not.
Show your face.
Why you want to see my face?
Well, you know how my face
Why
looks.
you want to see my face, you mook? Putting needles in your butt, putting steroid needles in your butt.
So I'm on live
Talk about
stream for 8 hours.
zesty.
Hold on.
Somebody zesty.
Hold on.
Putting them needles in your butt.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
HGH ass.
Let's talk
What's
about
up?
it. Hey, Rod, let me let
I'm
you go for a
pulling
minute,
up.
all right?
What's good? Ain't nobody scared of you. What up? I'm here.
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah, I pulled up.
Okay, good.
What up?
Right.
Who else
So
doing that?
I've been on live
Who
stream
else
for 8
pulling
hours.
up? Who else pulling up?
When
With
have I
your
been on the
pretty
live stream for
green
8
ass.
hours?
You was in the
Young
house.
man.
You was in
Young
the
man.
house.
Young
Don't
man.
talk tough. Don't talk tough, and you was in the house reading comic books, boy. All right, I'm done. You can talk now.
All right, cool. When have I been on the stream for 8 hours? Young man.
Huh?
When have I been on the stream for 8 hours?
That's what y'all LBC, BBC, whatever the fuck y'all name is. That's what y'all do. Y'all
No.
be on live
When
stream
have
for 8 hours.
When have I been on the stream?
Y'all don't got
for 8 hours?
wives or women or nothing. You on streams for 8 hours talking about another man. Y'all ain't got wives.
When have I been on the stream
But y'all
for
talk
8
about
hours?
somebody homo.
When have I
Get
been
off
on the
Bill
stream for 8
Haney's
hours?
nuts.
When have I been on the stream for 8 hours?
New York don't D-ride. You
When have
D-ride
I
in the West
been on the
Coast.
stream
Get off
for
that
8
West
hours?
Coast niggas nuts.
When have
You don't do that in New
been on the
York.
stream? All right, shut the fuck up. Official PA Solomon, salute, brother.
What's up, Drew?
What's going on, brother? How you feel?
This is my first time getting on. I just want to say, man, like, keep on talking. Y'all talking about Devin today?
We can. I'm trying to let this kid get his rocks off because you know he's watching me. As you can see in his house, he got me on the big screen. It took him 20 minutes to figure out
65 inches.
Nah, no. Don't imagine the size of my penis, bro. All right.
Yeah, but you sitting up here talking.
Shut the fuck up. That's what you do. Anyway, official PA. Yeah. I'm trying to get to the boxing, but he wants to talk to me. So I want to see what his issue is. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what his issue is. He's on here lying, saying I've been on the stream for 8 hours. I've never been on the stream for 8 hours. Then he wants to talk about me being on steroids. Let me hear more about that. Ghost, I'm on steroids?
Yeah.
Can you prove it?
Yeah, me being on this live stream, I got under your skin. You got roid rage.
I got roid
under
rage.
your skin with that bus driver shit because you think you a high value man and you not. You not in a position to judge nobody driving the fucking bus. Are you serious, dude? I don't want to hear nothing out your mouth about black men or women. And you fucking a fare collector. Get over it. Your arrogance is ridiculous.
I'm arrogant.
You ain't in no position to be talking about nobody.
Watch this.
You a
Watch this.
damn bus driver. You think you a high value man. You
How
eating
tall are
up
you?
that Kevin Samuel
How tall are
shit.
you? How tall are you?
Pro-black.
How tall are you?
What?
How tall are you?
What are you worried about how tall I am, nigga?
What's your dress size?
What you worried about what the fuck my dress size is?
What's your dress size?
Ass nigga. You want to see my face?
How
What
tall
you
are you?
See my
Dress
face,
size?
nigga?
How much do you weigh?
What you want to see my
How much
face
do you
for,
weigh?
nigga?
How much do you weigh?
Your mother's mouth, nigga. That's how much I weigh. Your
How much do
mother's
you weigh?
mouth. Your mother's mouth.
Are you a fat boy?
You talking about mama?
Fat enough
Are
for
you
your
a fat
mother,
boy?
nigga.
Are you a
Fat
fat boy?
enough for your mother, nigga. Fat enough
Are
to
you a
slap
fat
the
boy?
shit out of you in that bus, nigga.
Are you a fat boy?
Ooh.
No, I promise you, you see me in real life, you ain't gonna do nothing to the sword. I promise you that.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Yo, what
whatever.
you want to talk about, man? You sitting up here
Let's
asking.
talk some boxing. Now you done got all that off. Now you got all that off. Let's talk some boxing.
Yeah, let's talk.
All right, so what's your problem with my position with boxing?
Be specific.
I'm very specific. You came to my channel. So what is your issue with my opinion on boxing?
Oh, well, my issue with you is not necessarily a boxing issue. My issue with you is as a man that you sit on live stream hating and spewing negative energy towards other men for profit. That's my issue with you. I'm not
negative energy towards men. Let's
yeah, and
analyze.
women too.
Let's analyze that. Okay,
women
so I degrade women. Okay, fine.
Yeah. You got animosity
okay,
towards
fine.
women too,
So,
towards black women.
I degrade boxers.
Yeah.
For profit.
Yeah. You hate on other boxers for profit.
All right, give me an example.
Nigga.
Who did I degrade?
I mean, Tank. Who else? A bunch of niggas.
Okay, what did I say about Tank that's degrading?
You always on here crying and complaining, nigga.
All right, what did I say about Tank that's degrading?
Don't you be calling them gay and all that other stuff?
So?
Okay, you don't think that's degrading? You calling another man gay? What did he do to you to get you so upset that you going there with him like that?
Oh, what did he do? Can you see the screen? You can see the screen, right? That's enough. What about that doesn't bother you? Hello?
Huh?
What about that doesn't bother you?
Listen, how does that warrant you calling him gay and being on a live stream for 8 hours ranting about the same man?
And you gonna say 8 hours? I've never been on a live stream.
On a live stream for multiple hours.
I've never been on the live stream
about the same man. Is that not homo?
You're not gonna talk over me. Now I gotta start treating you like a woman. I've never been on the live stream for 8 hours in my life. That's number one. Number two, I'm gonna ask you a question, Ghost. What are your thoughts on Tank's relationship with Ryan Garcia? Answer the question.
You're deflecting.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. What are your thoughts about Tank Davis' relationship with Ryan Garcia? Answer the question.
Tank is wrong for that, but does that...
Stop.
Nigga, does that warrant...
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking now. Shut the fuck up. Don't unmute yourself. I'll unmute you. Because now I got to treat you like a bitch. You asked me why I take the position with Tank that I take. I just showed you a fucking video.
Nigga, you talk about...
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck... Now your ass backstage. You're going to sit there until I bring you back up. Bitch ass nigga. You won't fucking sit there. You don't run shit here. I'll extend you a lot of courtesy. You're not gonna overtalk me. I asked you a question, little nigga. I asked you a question. That's why I take the position I do with Tank Davis. He is not my brother. He's not your brother, nigga. When you can align yourself with a man that said fuck all Muslims and fuck all black people, and want to resurrect George Floyd and kill him again and join the Ku Klux fucking Klan. That is not my brother. How dare you ask me what my problem with Tank Davis is? That's my problem with him as a black man. Now, do you want to talk about boxing? What my problem is with him then? You let me know. You may speak.
You are pretending like you're doing this because you care about the black community, when you're doing this because you're on Bill Haney's nutsack. That's why. You're a D rider.
You have a problem with Bill Haney.
You're a D rider. That's why you're doing it. You don't care nothing about the black community because you have a whole channel that's dedicated to.
Now you're muted. What is your problem with Bill and Devin? Answer that.
My problem is you being a New York nigga on a West Coast nigga dick.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, you that nigga's left nut sack. You're a groupie for them niggas.
So I'm an East Coast nigga on a West Coast nigga dick.
Yeah, you're a nut hugger.
Y'all hear this
You're
conversation?
a Bill Haney dick rider.
What did I tell y'all?
Yeah,
What did
you're
I tell
on
you
that
about
nigga's
these
nuts. You're on
What did I
that
tell you
nigga's
about
nuts.
these dudes?
You light up with the joy.
What did I tell you about these niggas? We're having two different conversations.
That's the highlight.
Shut the fuck up. Don't talk until I tell you to talk. You come on here firing personal shots. I told you that shit fails. I told you it fails. You can't even have a boxing conversation. None of your point. You're not even making a point. Nappy-headed nigga. You're not even making a point. You're not.
You don't
now
have
you're trying to
head,
attack
nigga.
Bill and Dev. I told you not to unmute your mic. The next step is your punk ass gonna be backstage. That's the next step. You don't want to talk boxing. You want to talk to me. Can anyone put in the chat, I don't know, where was Malcolm X from? Where was he from? Where was Martin Luther King from? Where was Muhammad Ali from? None of them niggas was from New York. None of them. So am I on a nigga from Chicago's dick? I support any brother that stands in the pocket for what they believe in and if it's righteous. What DHP is doing is what I want everyone to do in the sport of boxing. But I'm on their dick though. So if you're gonna say I'm on their dick, then that's just what it is. I guess I'm on Deontay Wilder dick too, right? Guess so. But I'm an East Coast nigga on a West Coast nigga dick. So we gangbanging now. You gangster the ghost? You gangster? That's what this is? This is the gang thing? It's the East Coast, West Coast thing? You may speak.
Nah, it's principles. Grown men don't dick ride.
So grown men.
Riding is not a form of transportation.
So because I'm a grown man
you
on the
should know
East
that
Coast,
you drive the bus.
Shut the fuck up. I'm a grown man on the East Coast, and I'm not supposed to support another grown black man on the West Coast? Where does that make sense?
You could support. I'm talking about D-riding.
How am I D-riding DHP? Go ahead.
You do their bidding. That's why you come on here and
What do you mean I
attack the
do
people
that?
that you
What does that
attack.
mean? What does that mean?
You are almost like their mouthpiece. That's the whole purpose of your media platform, is to be their mouthpiece.
Wait, hold on.
You're
First
their
of all,
left
I thought that my mouthpiece was to degrade women and degrade black men. That's what you said a minute ago.
Yeah, that's your other thing that you do on the side.
That's the other thing.
When
Okay.
you go
so
cosplay Kevin
degrade
Samuels.
black women, I
You think
degrade
you Kevin
black
Samuels
men.
for real, and you're
and
not.
I'm
'cause you
their
drive the bus.
mouthpiece. How about
Kevin
this?
Samuels don't.
Shut up. You're talking too much. You can't learn shit if you even want to learn shit. You just want to run your mouth. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk over you. This is my fucking show. I speak on what's righteous. As a supporter of the sport of boxing, something that you're not. As a supporter of the sport of boxing, DHP has given me everything that I want in a fighter. So did Deontay Wilder. So does Errol Spence.
A mouthful of balls.
Again with the gay shit. Again with the gay shit. What it is right here is that this kid has an unconditional love for Tank Davis. That's what it is. Tank Davis hasn't given me shit that I wanted as a supporter of the sport. It's smoke and mirrors. All I wanted that yellow nigga to do was to prove that he's the best. And if he did it, I'd have supported it. Period. He hasn't done it. A motherfucker like Teofimo Lopez is existing while Tank Davis is running around 135. So let's keep it boxing, the ghost. You can insult me all day long. I don't give a fuck about that. What is Tank giving you as a fan of his?
I'm not a fan of Tank. Never claimed to be. I don't care nothing about Tank or what he's doing. I'm talking about
Why you. Wait, hold on. That's not what I asked you. What has Tank given you as a supporter of the sport of boxing? All right, I said it in plain English. This is a boxing channel. What has Tank given you as a fan of the sport of boxing? Answer that question if you're capable.
Well, I think his value is his knockout ability. So to the casual supporter of boxing, they tune in to see him because of the potential of a knockout.
That's what he's giving you?
No, I'm saying to the average casual fan, that's his value. That's what he brings to the table.
Because I'm not a casual. Ain't no casuals here. I'm talking about you. You. What is he giving you?
I mean, what I just said, knockout ability.
You just said casuals. I said I'm not talking about casuals. I'm talking about you personally. So you like the knockout.
I can't hear.
When did I ever claim to be a hardcore boxing fan? I'm talking about a grown black man who's on live streams for hours ranting about
a hardcore boxing fans channel, picking a fight with me, talking about I'm tearing down Tank. With everything that I do about and say about Tank is in bounds. All of it is in bounds. You just said you don't like his relationship with Ryan Garcia. That has nothing to do with boxing. That has everything to do with self-hate. Everything to do with self-hate. And I call him out on that. Boxing side, he hasn't given me what I wanted. 135, he didn't fight any of his, well, he fought Frank Martin, but there's a bunch of his contemporaries running around right now, and he's not fighting them. So I'm asking you, why do you support a potential of a knockout? What happened last fight? We didn't get no knockout.
How old is Tank Davis? How old is he?
He's older than Devin.
Okay. He still has time to fight his contemporaries.
Oh,
you make it seem like he's like 38 or some shit and he's about to, like he's old or something. He still has time to get to that.
What was he doing in 2021?
2021?
Yeah.
I don't know. Educate me, please.
Jesus Christ.
What was he doing in 2021?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I don't do this much. I'm talking to the chat. This is why I don't do this much. The man just asked me. He doesn't know what he was doing in 2021.
What was he doing?
Let me bring up the speed. Let me bring up the speed. There was a man calling him out that is older than him. His name is Vasily Lomachenko. Can I ask you why he didn't fight him?
You're saying that he ducked him, right?
Absolutely, he ducked him.
Okay.
Why didn't he fight him? Your opinion. Why didn't he fight him?
I don't personally know Tank. I don't know his business and what they're doing over there.
Good Lord. I mean, you can't even give me a speculation.
That's when Floyd was saying that he wasn't going to fight him and all that, right? In the interview? When they mentioned Lomachenko, they said that we're not going to do that. We got time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you agree with that? Ghost, do you agree with that?
Do I agree with what? Him not fighting Lomachenko?
Yes.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't care.
Brother,
I don't care.
Listen,
I really don't care. And nobody cares. They just want to see him knock people out.
I need you to stop. Brother, let me give you some
majority of people that tune in to see Tank, they want to see him knock out. They don't care who it is.
Young man, please stop. This is why I don't do this.
The man is exciting. He's knocking people out.
You pick.
Okay, the reality of the situation is nobody wants to see.
You said that.
Man, that you're nut.
Why didn't he knock out Lomachenko? Because I wanted him to. I wanted him to knock out Lomachenko. Lomachenko represents the racist machine. Are you around when I drag Lomachenko? Are you around when I drag KK Kovalev? Are you around when I talk about how HBO killed themselves by putting the European invasion ahead of all the black fighters? Were you around when I talk about shit like that? Yes or no?
Listen, I appreciate the fact that you call out white supremacy and all of that in boxing, but we're talking about how you treat your own people. You keep deflecting and going all around the corner with it. I'm talking about how you talk about your people, how you talk about black women, and how you on live streams for hours bashing a black man.
How long have you been watching my channel? Be honest. Hello?
Yeah, I came across your stuff a few times.
No. How long
don't know. I think I seen you like 2 years ago, probably for the first time.
Have you sat through an entire show?
Yeah.
Which show?
Different shows.
Which one? Which one that you looked at for the whole hour and a half that made you say, man, I'm listening to this motherfucker and I don't like it? Which one? What was I talking about?
Dude, can you answer my question?
I'm not here
About
to
y'all
answer
being
your
on
questions.
live streams for hours.
I'm not here to answer your questions. I'm here to find out what you know about me.
Sucking Bill Haney's nuts. And
So
you
you
on
got
a
a problem with
sinking
Bill Haney?
ship. Nobody wants to
So
see
you
them
got a
niggas.
problem with Bill Haney?
Nobody wants to
You
see
talk
them. And
about
you're
being
on a sinking
pro-black and
ship.
disrespecting
You're
black
on a
people,
sinking
but
ship.
you got a problem with
Nobody.
Bill Haney. You can't learn shit while you're talking. You talking about me being off code and talking crazy about black people, and I just listened to you degrade Bill Haney.
How did I degrade him? What did I say about him? My opinion is nobody wants to see him, and that's really not
I'm
even
on a West Coast. Hold on. You just said I'm on a West Coast nigga dick. What does that mean? What does that mean? Being on
That
a West
means
Coast
exactly
nigga
what I
dick? What does
said.
that
You
mean?
on a West Coast nigga's dick.
What does that mean?
You on his dick. You're not hugging.
Where's Martin Luther King from?
What does that have to do with anything? You keep
Is he from
deflecting.
Queens?
You keep
Is he from
deflecting.
Queens?
You keep
Is he from
deflecting.
Queens?
Yo, are you
Is he
mentioning
from
Bill
Queens?
Haney in the same sentence?
Nigga, is he from Queens? Yes or no? Oh, let's keep it boxing. Where's Muhammad Ali from? Ghost. Where's Muhammad Ali from, Ghost? Where's he from?
I believe he's from Kentucky. Is that correct?
Okay, do you love Muhammad Ali?
Do I love him?
Yeah.
I appreciate him and his accomplishments and what he's done.
Okay, I love what that man brought to the sport. I love what he did for the black community. I could love that man.
Yeah.
Am I on his dick?
It's not the same, brother. What you
What you
doing
mean
with
it's
Bill
not
is
the
not
same?
the same as that.
I mean, it's not the same.
It's not the same. You're doing his bidding.
What? No, he ain't doing no bid. How he doing Bill bidding because he supports what he does? He doing the right thing.
Yo, homie, you mush mouth. I don't understand shit coming out your mouth.
Hold on, PA. This kid.
Yeah, cut that mush mouth nigga off.
Yeah, stop.
Cut that
bro.
mush mouth nigga off.
You on 10 for no reason. I'm doing his bidding?
Yeah.
What you mean?
That's clown talk.
What you doing now? You bash black people for profit.
And they say black people.
Black people? Black people for profit?
Yes.
He
That's
crazy.
Give me an example.
Yeah, and
Show.
let's talk about how you have
No,
a
we
whole
gonna talk about
channel
what I talk about.
dedicated
It's a
to
boxing
violating
channel.
black women.
No, we're gonna talk about what I want to talk
How
about. It's a
terrible
boxing
black
channel.
women is.
We're gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk about. It's a boxing channel. You're on my boxing channel. You're trolling me. Young man, you're trolling me.
I'm not.
And they conveniently black.
I ain't gonna looking for you. You popped up here. So now you're getting your time. And you're a walking, living contradiction. So I'm gonna educate you. When you say I'm doing his bidding, what does bidding mean? I'll give you a minute to Google it.
Bidding is you swallowing his nuts.
That's
and going
the
against
definition?
and going against all of his opposition.
That's the definition? of
Yeah,
bidding?
you're a flunky. You're a do boy.
He don't know what do boy is.
Shut your country ass up, nigga. I don't understand.
Man, you ain't doing what you do.
I'm doing his bidding.
And go work on a farm.
And you talking about black people, and you conveniently black. You a silly fool. You a silly fool. So what? You a silly fool. So what are you doing? Do you take care of your family? Have you made a difference in the community? You talk about black stuff. I guarantee you don't do nothing for nobody. You're a fool. I can tell you're a fool by the way you talk. You're a fool, and you're a young fool. You ain't doing nothing. You don't take care of kids. You talking about black stuff, man. You ain't about the black people. Stop talking that. Just talk ignorant, idiotic stuff, and stop talking like you talk about black stuff. Just stop talking black stuff, cause you don't care about black. Even to call me nigga, even to talk the nigga stuff. You a fool. You an idiot, dog. You a stupid idiot.
Chill for a minute.
Emotional. You're emotional, bro. Son. Boy, I bet, what do you have? What do you have? Do you take care of your kids? Have you ever did anything for the black community? What are you doing? Since you want to talk about black stuff, a lot of y'all idiots, y'all want to be conveniently black when it comes down to it, but all y'all want to do is beat each other, kill each other, and you talking about black women. Oh, don't get on here talking that talk when you don't live it. You're a fool. I ain't talking about emotional. Well, you ain't worth me being emotional. I take care of my responsibility. I'm from the South.
Chill for a minute, Solomon. Chill for a minute, Solomon. Chill for a minute. Then you go back to this grown adolescent right here.
Boy, that's what.
Yo, I didn't understand none of that.
He's become a lab rat.
Cause you came.
I ain't even understand shit that came out your mouth, brother.
Well, I did, and that's all that matters. I did, that's all that matters. You're an angry young black nigga. That's what you are. And
warrior breed.
Whatever that means.
No, you're not no warrior. You want a warrior? You're not a warrior. You're a fucking dude.
Solomon, hold on.
Warrior breed.
Hold on. That's what your dad is, a warrior breed?
Nah, that's what your mother likes.
No, I'm asking about your father now.
No, I'm talking about your mother.
No, I'm talking about, no, well, my mom's fine. I'm about to go see her later. My dad's fine too. I'm about to go see him later on too.
Yeah, she gave that pussy up at least one time.
Yeah. My mom
stepped out at least one time.
Tell evidence of my dad. He reproduced 3 times with that woman. So anyway,
yeah, she gave it. Somebody else got that.
Your relationship with your dad.
The milkman got that. The milkman got that.
You have a relationship with your dad.
I have a relationship with your mama.
You have a mama. Do you have a relationship with your dad?
Yes.
Okay.
And you sound like a white supremacist. Why are you assuming that I don't have a relationship with my father? What kind of question is that?
Because he failed.
What kind of question is that? You sound like a white supremacist. You're assuming I don't have a father because I'm a black man?
Your dad
failed. I thought black men were the most involved. I thought black men were the most involved. Now I don't have a father.
Your dad failed. Your dad failed you. Let me give you an example why you identify with Tank.
But you're a bus driver.
I'm gonna give you an example why you identify with Tank. Tank's dad failed him. Because Tank's dad was
your father raised the bus.
So the streets
you're a bus driver.
Tank. The streets had to raise Tank. Yeah, I'm gonna put you backstage. You sit right there like the bitch you are. You see, this kid was raised by his mama. He might know his dad, but he knows his dad from a distance. Okay? His mama raised him. You see what he's doing right now? What he's doing right now, this is what women do.
Yep.
Now, I tried to be civil with this kid. I let him get it all off his chest. I tried to talk boxing, and he's still violating me and talking crazy. I'm a bus driver, but meanwhile, I degrade black men. I didn't degrade any black man or black woman. I only told the truth about any nigga or dumb bitch that did something silly. And anyone who follows my content knows that. Anyone. But this nappy-headed nigga is all turned up. It was East Coast, West Coast. I'm on a West Coast nigga dick. So what does that mean? Is this a, what am I, this is 1993? This is Queens versus Snoop Dogg and Death Row and shit. That's what this is? So then when I ask him, what does that mean? Okay, Ali's from Louisville, Kentucky. Am I on a Midwest nigga dick now? What does that mean? But I degrade black women and I degrade black men. No, I call it how I see it. I just asked this nigga. I just asked this young nappy-headed nigga. I said, yo, your thoughts on Ryan Garcia's relationship with Tank? And he says, well, it's bad, but I mean, you're on a West Coast nigga nuts. You do his bidding. I asked him to define what bidding is. And then he says, oh, you're on his dick. See, all of this vulgar and penis talk, that tells you what he is. And that's why he's not really showing his face. You can see the food. But see, this is what, these are Tank fans, ladies and gentlemen. He can't talk.
I don't even know if ain't that, Drew.
I gave him an alley-oop in 2021. He didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. He didn't even know what I was doing. He even know what I was doing. So he can't talk boxing. So he attacks me personally.
I ain't talking to you in the end. It was Big Drew.
This is Tank fan 101. Hey, you're back up. Your thoughts on Tank Davis not going to Saudi to fight Devin Haney, the Ghost? Your thoughts on that? Yellow.
Yeah, this just happened. This was recently.
You gotta be kidding me. Sir, do you watch boxing? Be honest.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on Tank Davis not going to Saudi to punch Devin in the face for $50 million?
Tank is a boss. He ain't nut hugging. He ain't nut hugging Turkey like you niggas. Running around nut hugging and dick riding whoever got the bag.
Well, why don't he just get out of boxing then? He say he went on sell his soul when Turk ride like shit and all that. And all of a sudden, he ain't boxing and he box for money. Boy, y'all some clowns.
You look like you was in that Sinners movie.
Hey, you sound like you was in the Sinners movie. You sound like you a doggone buffoon. You sound like a buffoon, dog. You sound like a buffoon.
How people look and you're not even putting your face on camera. Stop doing that, bro. That's ridiculous.
Talk to your clowns. Men ain't afraid to show their doggone face. Talk to your clowns.
You in here caping for Tank. You can't even defend him properly, man. I'm giving you alley-oops, man.
Yo, I'm not up here for that. I'm up here about you and you're deflecting.
Nigga, what the fuck you want to talk about?
Well, you look like you don't even know what that means. How he deflected. He done answered everything you had there.
Homie, I don't understand what you saying, man.
Dogs.
Look like he ran out of gas.
Well, don't take an English class. I just don't have a northern accent. Don't take an English class. I just don't have a northern accent. That's all. I'm from the South, boy. You from the North, probably. So basically, you mixing. Boy, you on boy. I'm 40 plus years old. You probably a little good teenager. I got land. I got land. You ain't got land.
Hold on, Solomon. Good brother. Hold on, good brother. Hold on, good brother. So, Ghost, I can't support nobody from the West. I can't support a source that has provided me with the best competition in boxing. What am I supposed to support?
Can you repeat that last? You said provide you the best competition in boxing?
Yeah.
Who are you referring to?
Turkey. He's putting himself in a position where he can provide the best competition in boxing. So I can't support that because I'm on his dick. I can't support a brother out west that's doing right by his son and right by the sport of boxing because I'm on his dick. What am I supposed to support?
I'm talking about nut hugging, being on another man's sack and payroll. That has nothing to do with support.
Whose payroll am I on?
Huh?
Whose payroll am I on?
All of y'all are on Bill's payroll. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, Bill pimping y'all niggas. See, Bill is real ism.
Can you prove that?
Bill is ism and pimping for real.
Can you prove that? Can you? You're making allegations.
Because he ism and he pimping the LBDC, BBC,
can you
whatever the
fuck
y'all name is.
Can you prove
be
that?
on live streams for 8
You're
hours.
talking a lot.
Talking about another man.
Part of you.
I know there's no women in none of y'all lives if y'all on live streams for 8 hours. How are y'all getting pussy and y'all on live streams for 8 hours?
You talking about marital status? All that shit. Been there,
I don't
done
understand that. There's no women in y'all lives.
Can you prove that I'm on Bill Haney's payroll? Can you prove it?
I'm on the same thing he on, and I've been married for. I've been married for 31. I've been married for 22 years. Hold
on, Solomon.
Put gas in that pickup truck.
I haven't asked him a question. Can you prove anything that you say?
Through your actions, brother.
Can you prove it though? I talk about because 3 years ago I was just on.
Yo, that sounds like a guilty person. That sounds like a guilty person. Can you prove it?
3 years ago I was just on.
You sound real guilty.
I was telling you, yeah. Well, I can accuse you of being a homosexual. Is that true?
And I could accuse you of putting needles in your ass, nigga.
Is it true?
You got Roy Rage. It seems like it's true.
You know what Roy Rage is?
Yeah, them needles in your
no,
ass.
He don't.
You taking steroids?
No, he don't, dog. He don't, Drew. He don't know what it is.
Steroids to drive the bus.
Have you taken steroids?
Answer that question. Why you
taking steroids? Hey, look. Hey, driving the bus where he at, it makes about at least by the...
Chill for a minute. I'm subject to random drugs. I can go to work today. And if I get called downtown, if I have anything foreign in my body, I could lose my 6-figure job. So I better not be on no goddamn
That's
steroids.
another thing too I want to talk about. That's another thing too I want to talk about.
Steroids?
Yo, homie.
You taking steroids?
Homie, do not brag about a
Have you taken steroids?
Little homie. Little homie.
Little homie.
Yo, you're bragging
Man,
about
that's
a
good,
job.
man.
Have you
This is
taken
That's a
steroids?
good.
I'm gonna ask you again, nappy nigga. Have you taken steroids, or do you know anyone that's taken steroids? Do you know anything about the drugs? Yes or no? Yes or no? You're unmuted.
Yes.
All right, I take that as a no.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
So what's
yeah.
roid rage?
What you doing now?
This nigga cannot answer a question for shit.
This
is a fan, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's a fan. This guy's a fan. Now, I blocked him a few days ago. He came right back. I don't know what fight he think he's fighting. I degrade black men, and I don't like black women, and I'm on Bill Haney's nuts. I'm on his payroll, and Tank ain't got a dick ride Turkey because he's a boss. All of these things we debunked eons ago. We debunked eons ago. And this nigga, Johnny Come Lately, right? He's talking about we ain't got wives and you on a live stream for 8 hours. I've never been on a live stream for 8 hours in my life. Never. 3, maybe 4, not 8. No. But meanwhile, I'm on this live stream 2 hours. He talking about people's marital status. He's on here with us. He's on here with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the bullshit. These are the niggas that be in the chat. So I'm gonna tell you what to do, Ghost. Go find a hater channel that don't like me and join the ranks of them. You'll do better over there talking about me. Can you go do that? Because I'm past the mama jokes and all that other shit with you. I'm past all that. You're incapable of having a boxing conversation. You're incapable of having a conversation in which when you get stumped, you can't say, you know what? You're right on that. I don't know. You always got to move the goalposts and go to insults. Brother, insults don't work with me, bro. Insults don't work with me. Yo, yeah, you on steroids. Man, people done told me that already. I just do a lot of push-ups and I do a lot of calisthenics and I eat right. Something that you should do with your fat ass. I jog a mile every day. Something that you should do. I jump rope every day. Something that you should do. I know what's going in my body. Something that Ryan claimed he did not. He's a cheater. And Tank Davis is friends with that racist. Teofimo Lopez can call us all kinds of niggas and everything. And instead of addressing that I wanted to talk about today, you on here want to rumble with me. But then I'm off code as a black man. So with that being said, the Ghost, I'm going to bid you have a good day.
True.
And don't do nothing that your mom wouldn't do.
Hey, but
fuck out my studio.
Hey. Sir?
Yo, I pulled up though. You dropped the link and I pulled up, nigga. Warrior breed.
It means
Warrior
nothing.
breed.
Pull up, man. You childish.
You're a
Warrior
coward.
breed, nigga.
You're a coward.
Up.
You're a coward. You're a coward. Trust me, you are.
Warrior breed,
Trust
nigga.
me, you're
I
a
pulled
coward.
up.
Trust me, you're a coward. You're a lost nigger and you're a coward. And you're every bit the monkey. I dedicate Tuesdays to niggas like you. I dedicate Tuesdays to niggas like you. Lost niggers like you. I dedicate Monkey Tuesday to niggas like you.
Yeah, keep bashing black people for profit.
You're fucking
lost. Keep it up. That ain't gonna save you from the
That ain't gonna save you. Man, you don't care about black people. You just talking about that black people talk. You don't care about no black people.
You the type of nigga that I talk about. You the type of nigga that needs to shit off before revolution starts. You're everything wrong with the black community. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I know Tank supporters that wouldn't want you in their ranks either.
Driving Miss Daisy. Driving Miss Daisy.
For 6 figures.
He paying.
Yo, faggot ass.
So 101 don't count. 101,000 don't.
Shut up. That's why you're here. Now watch this. Your ass backstage and you want to argue like a bitch. Your ass backstage, he ain't leave. He's still sitting there. You see, this is what BFTB does. He puts niggas backstage and they stay there because they want to have the last word, like women do. Now he left because he's a bitch, and this is what bitches do. And I wanted y'all to see that he brought nothing to the table, absolutely nothing, absolutely. All he had was accusations and emotions. Write that down, y'all. Accusations and emotions accusations he could not substantiate. And when I asked him to substantiate anything that he said, what did he do? Insult. Now, what did Kevin Samuels say? What women do when they're checked, well checked? Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Is he not acting like a woman? That's what you got right there. So when I asked him, hey man, your father, your mother, your mother. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. My parents are still alive in their 80s. So now what? You said all that. That dude was not raised by a man. The man just sperm donated. He was raised by his fucking woman, which is his mom. And he's probably fucking his mom, or his mom's fucking him. Don't act like that shit don't go on. Now, little nigga, this is the boxing channel. And you had nothing. You couldn't participate in any way, shape, or form. You failed. I thought you was a Tank supporter. I tried to talk boxing. You couldn't do it. Then you want to talk about my mama. So then you said that I degrade black.
He wouldn't be able to send the black.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be some sort of anti-black person, anti-woman person. That failed. Then you want to talk about my mama. Then you want to talk about my line of work. It all failed, little nigga. It all failed. And you know what the world got to see? That wasn't a Latino doing that. That wasn't a white man doing that. It was you, nigga. It was you. Y-E-W. You. We gangbanging. Oh, East Coast nigga is on some West Coast nigga dick. That's what he said. That's what he said. So I'm like, what the fuck does that? Well, where's Malcolm X born? Was he born in New York? Where's Ali born? Was he born in New York? So I'm on where's Dr. King born? Is he from New York? What's going on? Give me 1 second.
But what really irritated me about him talking about your 6-figure job, dog. You kept on talking about your job and you're a bus driver. As if that don't pay good and you ain't able to provide and do what needs to be done to be a respectful man, black man, and just a man in this country. He was stupid as a black man. Then talk about black talk, man. That was real dumb. Then talking about I can't understand you. I'm from the South. I'm not from the North. I don't talk like this. What? You stupid? Just conveniently black, big dog. I don't understand, like, and they're the ones that mess up our kids, our community, our everything, because they care about the bull crap. And then when you don't agree with it, they want to talk about black. You are just they honorary Ku Klux Klan members. I don't know if you can hear me, big bro.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry. Everybody want to call me when I'm on live.
Yeah. I had a call. Oh, did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you loud and clear.
Kept on talking about your job, but that was what was taking me out. Talking about like he glorifying. It sound like he want to glorify the negative. When being a man who actually go and do like the right thing, that's basically that's commendable.
You go from brothers not having jobs in this economy, brothers not having jobs, and women milking the system and lying to them people downtown so they can get benefits. I go to work every fucking day.
Me too.
Right? And I live in New York. You got to make 6 figures or better. Okay? And I don't have a criminal record. I'm raising a family. I'm a black man in this world. Almost 50 years on this planet, no criminal record. I pat myself on the back, and I pat both my parents on the back. They did a wonderful job. And I get on here every day to share my experiences in life and talk about what I like and what I don't like in real life and in the sport of boxing. And this little half-wit nigga comes up in here, tries to degrade me. He can't do it.
Drew, did you hear that? I asked him, do he have any land? Have he acquired something? Is he doing anything that's productive? He want to talk nigga. I was like, boy, Man, I've been married for 22 years. Been with my wife for 31 years. Man, what in the world? You gonna come in talking to older men who actually do what they supposed to do, like you on their level when you won't even step up to a man status. You're a boy in the mind. And I was just listening to him.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Shelton. He lives with his mama. He lives with his mama. That big old TV, he lives with his mama. He probably got the best of devices, but that's because he can afford to buy it because he don't pay no rent. Now, one time did he say, oh, you drive a bus, but I do X, Y, and Z, and I make double the amount of money than you. He never said that.
Man. He's doing nothing. No, he's not doing nothing. And yeah, you drive a bus, but then you got probably two or three different other means of income because you are operating in the sense of being a real man. He's operating in the sense of being a fool. That's
Brother,
why when he started talking black, so I like, that's foolish.
Brother, in life, you have to have multiple income streams. And I don't want to take the show in that direction. But if you think that transit is your only source of income, now Ghost, you're gone. You're gone, Ghost. Get the fuck out of here. You're gone. Get out of here. You're done. He pulls up backstage. So, see, that's what I'm saying. That's feminine behavior. He wants to argue. He wants to argue. That's feminine right there.
Hey, Drew, I'm about to roll out, but man, I wanted to tell you, man, I've been trying to get in touch with all y'all because I've been like supporting LDBC and Deontay and I'm Devin. And being a good father is really important. That's why I like it, man. In 2020, I was trying to be the difference, and I was going and bringing young black men, little boys, and taking care of. And my son had a best friend, and I was when my son he ate. My son, 2020, he was his senior year. His friend, when we were supposed to be, his friend had went, and his friend had he woke up. His friend mama had bought a motel for his birthday to celebrate. I'm about to get ready to go to work because I drive trucks also. And my son woke up to a 12 gauge in his face. If he wouldn't have put his arm up, it would have blew his head off. But this was his supposed to be best friend. And the boy spent the night in my house, middle school up to high school. And the idiocy and the foolishness, when the cat talked to me about black stuff, I was in the rooms trying to make a difference. And when they start talking black stuff, all this to me is a bunch of bull. Man, I commend Deontay, I commend Dev, I commend LDBC when they on some right stuff. All these idiots out here talking when they want to go there, we can talk. Y'all just talking boxing, and they want to go all the way to the left as if they doing something. It really makes my head hurt because my son still dealing with certain things today off of being shot with a 12 gauge, and he black. But it's all love, man. Y'all be blessed, man. I appreciate you for having me up, man.
No doubt, brother.
One day I'll talk to you again.
No doubt, brother. Thank you for pulling up, man. I appreciate you, good brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, anyway, I wanted y'all to understand something. I want y'all to just please understand this. I was mentioning Tank in passing. But you see why black people can't move forward? I'm dragging Tio. I did this motion meme for him. I did that for him. And niggas want to pull up and want to talk to me. Coach Hudson, salute, brother. What's going on, man? I already know.
Peace, brother. Hey, shout out to the dude for calling in, because most cowards don't even call in to make their point. But this young brother, I think he's a little misguided. I think if he sat down and just opened his ears, because I think he felt personally attacked that you were speaking on Tank. But I want to point this out real quick. I won't be long. I always say you cannot serve two masters, and that double-tongued people are evil. And you always have to look beyond when someone says they're pro-black and they have an issue with this and that. But you can't say you're pro-black and then hate on Bill Haney.
Thank you.
You can't say you're pro-black and then diss the whole LDBC. He didn't just say, I don't like Drew. He said, you niggas with the LDBC are always doing such and such. So that lets me know you're using the pro-black card as a shield when you really hate Bill Haney. I was just telling the family the other day when I was on your channel, I said a lot of this always goes back to Bill Haney. If you just let someone talk that comes on defending Tank and they have no boxing real knowledge, because the brother said he's not a real diehard fan of the sport of boxing, but he starts talking about Bill Haney. Well, if you're not a diehard fan, then why are you even speaking? You cannot say that I'm pro-black and at the end of the day try to defend this person and that person. Tank Davis has not shown that he's pro-black once. When Ryan Garcia did what he did, when he talked about digging up George Floyd's body, not only that, if you're a real boxing fan, the cowardice that Ryan Garcia showed when he talked about he wanted to defend the children that have been raped, the children that are being trafficked, he played on the hearts and minds of some of his own people who are being trafficked at the border. And you still stood by him. That is what Tank Davis did. There is no defense for him. And then you need to make sure you know what the hell you're talking about before you come and defend Tank. When the young brother asked you and said, well, Tank is only 30, so how do you know that he's not going to try to be great later? If you knew what the hell you were talking about, you would know that Tank Davis already said who he had planned to fight and then retire. And the plan was for him to fight Jake Paul, one more fight, and then he was going to go off into the sunset. So don't get up here and try to act like you just love boxing so much when you are just a defender for Tank. And brother, if that is your stance, let that be your stance. Don't make it about being pro-black, because when you play with that, the black people are not something to be played with. The liberation of our people is something to not be played with. So don't act like you are a fighter for the people when you really are just a Tank Davis fan, and that is fine. Say that. Get on here and say that. You get on here and you say, hey, Drew, I don't like you always talking shit about Tank. I would have a lot more respect if you say that. But don't get on here and say, well, I'm pro-black and I don't like the way you talk about black people, and then this Bill Haney, this the LDBC, and then not even know what the hell you're talking about when it comes to the moves that Tank Davis said out his own goddamn mouth. This is what we're talking about. And if you let a fool talk long enough, you'll see what you're dealing with. Can't even defend the man properly.
There you go. And I gave him opportunity. Just don't always say every day, just let them talk.
That's all you got to do.
Let them talk. That's exactly where I was going to go. Tank is 30. He's the oldest out the bunch, but he's going to give you Jake Paul in one more fight, and he was gone. He said that.
Facts. He said it.
I got it queued up. But this dude was so uneducated, he didn't even know what he was talking about. He didn't even know what to say. And I gave him space and opportunity. I tried to bring it back. I tried to dial it back. But when he couldn't answer intellectually, he reverted back to insults, which is why I called him a woman. And this is exactly what Kevin Samuels talked about. Shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. Look, now you're in the tank. Look, now you're in the chat. I'm not a Tank supporter. You're wrong. My issue is with Drew and his hating. I respect Bill for his ism. What? You respect Bill? You just said I'm on a nigga dick from the West Coast. What was that? You see what I'm saying, y'all? Just let him talk. Poppy Cito. What was this thing? It was Drippy Papacito 69. This is who's talking to me. This is who's talking to me. So he's not a Tank supporter, but you're mad when I tell the truth on Tank. Because you didn't say I was lying on him. Then you're saying, oh, why are you calling him gay? Man, he calls all y'all gay. Matter of fact, Coach, wasn't he just going back and forth with some dude that called him cute on Twitter a couple of days ago?
Yep.
That just happened. He was calling, oh, you niggas be gay, and da-da-da-da-da-da. He said that shit, not me. Tank said that. Look, King Ghost, you are a fan of me, and that's okay. So now you just said, this is in writing, you're not a Tank supporter. Your issue is with me, and you don't even know why you have an issue with me. You have an issue with my issues? You have an issue with me calling out niggas for being niggas? Calling out these hoes for being hoes? I don't get it. And then you refer to my physique, my superior physique. And then when all of that fails, because you can't talk about my physique, you say, oh, well, you were in steroids. You can't prove that. Then what do you say? You drive a bus. That fails. So what you need to do is just simply go away, dude. Go away. And then you're going to turn around right here and say, I respect Bill for his ism? What does that mean? We stand in the pocket for Bill. We on his dick. I talk about how Turkey's giving me what I want in boxing. I'm on his dick. And Tank don't have to kiss the ring or whatever the fuck it is you said. Right, he has to kiss Jake Paul's ass for that payday. And then he was going to retire. And I know you've been listening, Ghost. You talking about how Tank he still got time. He had no intention on fighting his contemporaries. It was Jake Paul, and he was done. You can't talk boxing. You can't insult me. There's nothing you can do. So what do you have left? Nothing.
Hey,
so
Drew.
Go away. Go away. That's what you do. Go away, dogs. You failed.
And to the brother Delano, I believe that's his name, Delano. Yeah. He asked about Keyshawn and Shakur. If anyone that knows me, because Drew, you don't want to actually convince me to make a channel.
Yes, sir.
I destroyed Keyshawn and Shakur's character when they pulled that crap on 7/8 Sports TV. When they stood and smiled on FaceTime with Ryan Garcia, I said, I don't care how much I like them as boxers. I don't care how much they might have hate for Devin Haney. That's something we don't do. You don't let someone disrespect your whole race like that and then stand with them. So you never have to worry about me or brother Drew or 78, Champ Size, Sugar Free Mars. When it comes to us, these brothers and sisters that I know, they're going to stand on what's right and what's wrong. We have said millions of times that we just want, before it got to this point, because we were the ones rooting for Tank, that he could beat all these guys, that he could beat Lomachenko. We were rooting for him before it was even popular. We were rooting for him when people were saying, well, all he had was a knockout punch. We were rooting for him when people were saying that Santa Cruz was going to beat Tank. See, y'all wasn't around then. So you all can't come up and try to pull that small time stuff on me and say, well, what about Shakur? What about Keyshawn? Like Drew said, it is very childish when we're talking about one thing and then you want to get somebody else in trouble and bring them up. I have addressed anyone that is shuck and jived for the other side in the sport of boxing.
And that's why I asked that kid, Ghost, how long have you been watching my channel? He said, I saw a couple of times, a couple of years. So pick the show. What did I say that pissed you off? And he couldn't even answer that. Yeah, Aliko, he said, you better start talking about black women. What the fuck do I say wrong about black women? I just pick an article and say, look at this shit. And here's my opinion on it. This is crazy. You like women twerking in supermarkets? Go down the list of my shows when I talked about them. You like your black women walking around?
What's wrong with you? Serious.
Yeah. You like these sisters milking the system and staying on welfare? You like that shit? I'm saying we all as a collective have to do better. So me calling out the bullshit makes me a hater? No, it makes you a mama's boy, dogs. That's what it makes you. We got a lot wrong with us. And as I'm talking about this, the one time I say something about a Latino, I get some fucking Latin guy come in and say, "Oh, you're racist. Jewel hate Latinos." No, I have something called Monkey Tuesday. Who the fuck am I talking about? I ain't talking about nobody Latin. I'm talking about niggas like Ghost. That's what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers are out your goddamn cotton picking minds with that slave mentality. You guys are crazy. And then I let this nigga up here. He can't talk boxing. He can't pinpoint what I say about black women. And he's lying all over the place. So I'm doing 8-hour streams. And then I'm on Bill's dick. Then he comes back and say, I respect Bill? What are you talking about, dude? You're all over the place. You're a fan. You're a fan. That's what you are. And you failed. Whole time, you in here defending Tank and insulting other brothers on here. Whole time, I'm trying to talk about Teofimo Lopez. And why he said what he said to Turki Al-Sheikh. You couldn't stay on topic for 2 seconds. Because every time you got cross-checked, you came with insults. Insults don't work on me. I'm not 12. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm literally old enough to be your father. Next time you come to my chat, bring your daddy. And if you can, if he's anything like you, it'll make sense. Because the apple don't fall far from the tree. Not a salute, brother.
Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother.
Okay. One thing that really pissed me off about that young brother that came through, he was ragging on your job. I was like, how can you be pro-black and hate on another black man for having a job, and then point out that he's a bus driver as if it's a negative thing, right?
Come on.
That's right.
Like that doesn't really make sense. You're not a pro-black dude. You're just here pretending to be this pro-black brother that loves everyone. But I really think that you hate yourself and you hate anything that's black, and you just want to be on that zesty stuff, right?
Yeah, that was zesty in itself. I'm not in those streets.
Exactly.
You know how many dudes I grew up with that made wrong choices and they still in those streets? Because now they ain't got no choice. Ain't no pension plan in the streets. I grew up in New York City, born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx. I don't have a criminal record. I beat the odds. I'm black. I don't have a criminal record. I always worked. Met my wife in 2000. Still with her to this day. I'm married with children. Married. I don't subscribe to baby daddy, baby mama. I don't subscribe to none of that. It's foreign to me. And when I see other people normalizing that behavior and I talk about it, I'm the fucking villain. I don't like no black person, diabetes out, high blood pressure out. I got high blood pressure, and once upon a time I was overweight. I had to get my shit in shape. I have to live for myself and live for my family. My ribs ain't touching. I make great financial decisions. And I get online and I contribute to a community. The Lions Den Boxing, Lions Den broadcast community. And we don't always agree, but we're family. And that's something that little nigga don't know anything about. You see, this is what I'm saying. Look. Look. And I want you to look at the picture as you read that. Look at the picture as you read that. Once again, look at the picture as you read that. I gave nothing but space and opportunity to this YN. This is what they're calling these young niggas now, right? YNs. I gave nothing but space and opportunity, and all I heard was insult. We got no ground. There was no ground covered. I want to know what his problem was with my opinion on Tank. He wasn't educated enough to have a conversation. Then I insult black people. Again, same thing. He's not educated enough. Then I insult black women. He's not educated enough.
I don't understand. All we want as fans is we just want Tank to find his contemporaries, right? And do what he's supposed to do in order to, progress and, and be a boxer, a fighter, the way that he actually claims to be, right?
Right.
That's right.
And he doesn't do this. He acts like a pretty much a girl, claiming, "Oh, I don't need to fight this and that." And I don't.
It is. That's exactly what he is. But you know what? We could kill the Tank talk because I gave him an opportunity, and he couldn't even do that.
Hey, Drew, what's up, brother?
I'm not a Tank fan, so I don't know what his problem is. Look at the latest comment. Drew thinks he's a high value man.
Yep.
Stop right there. On This channel or Pep Talk, when did I ever say I was a high value man? So let's get this straight. I'm on Bill Haney's payroll, right? I'm a high value man. And what else? I take steroids. This is what he said. But because I drive a bus for New York Transit, I can't denigrate black women. When did I denigrate black women? Did I denigrate them or did I tell the truth? How many of our sisters are overweight? Are black women? How many of our black women are overweight in this country? It's way over 50%. It's like in the 80s or some shit, if I remember correctly. Abel, do you remember the number?
At least around 70 to 80% last time I remember.
I mean, come on. Is that not a problem in our community?
Of course.
Okay.
Man, can I say this,
when
bro?
I go to the gym and I like seeing my sisters of all ages in the gym, I like seeing that. I say more of our sisters need to go to the gym. Less Instagram and BBLs and twerking in the gym. More diet and taking care of yourself. Is that hate? Fuck out of here.
See, Drew, here's the thing about that, though. And I'm glad, and I actually listened to some of the things that he was saying. The bottom line here is that kid never went through education. He basically one of them people that basically skipped class, dropped out of school, and didn't do nothing with his life. Now he's stuck around listening to people like you, and they resent the fact that you have an articulate idea, an articulate perspective, and they resent that. Same thing that happens a lot in a lot of different communities, not just sports in general, but also in a lot of different communities as well. If you have an intelligent mind and you can speak for yourself and have a different perspective on things on a positive point of view, they resent that. And there's a lot of that in life. But I have to say this to that young brother. Listen, you want to get mad at Drew Titan for the things that he's saying, but you're not mad at the Senate right now that's about to pass that scandalous bill that's going to hurt the lower class and the middle class. You really need to get yourself educated and get a life. That's all I got to say for him.
Appreciate that, brother. Hell yeah.
I think that kid needs to really evaluate the way that he thinks, because he has something in his mind, a vision of what he would like to have this world to be, and when he doesn't get it, he throws a temper tantrum, though. You know, kind of like a child.
Yeah.
You know the thing though, Drew, is. Yeah, you see, the thing is though, Drew, is that there's always a time and a place where you can just say, I don't know what this subject is. I don't know what this thing is. I need to ask a question. There's no shame in asking for some informal help when it's come from a positive point of view. When he was talking to you, bro, it felt like he was trying to prove a point, but he didn't have nothing to base off of. And he was just basing off of pure hate in his heart.
You ever wanted to boss up to your dad, but you had no real facts you couldn't debate him on the facts, but you just want to show him that, yeah, man, I'm still a man, though. At least I stood here and took it. Yeah. At least I fought you. At least I argued with you, but you ain't make no points. And so it's futile. I gave him the platform to state his opinion and where he's coming from, and all he could do is fling insults. So when the insults failed, then what you got? Nothing.
Not a dang thing.
TBCG.
Not a dang thing.
Oh, what's up? What's up, bro?
What's going on now? What you got?
Hey, I was going to say that I think it's diabolical that the man couldn't even formulate an argument and just have a constructive conversation about boxing. What I really heard was just straight emotions, and he really didn't contribute to anything constructive in terms of boxing, in terms of his position on Tank Davis. And I waited literally an hour for him to say something of the sort, and it was just quite honestly pathetic.
Now, how do you feel that brother? You said you waited literally for an hour for him to make a point, and then he says, "Well, I'm not really a fan like that. I'm not a fan of Tank at all." So you were waiting for him to say something productive about Tank. Maybe he was going to make a point. I don't know. But then he turns around and says, "Well, I'm not a Tank fan at all."
Yeah, I think that's very feminine, because only a female would make a position and move the goalposts after making a position.
Exactly. And then he in the chat.
My wife does that all the time.
He in the chat talking about y'all ain't ready for me. What the fuck?
Okay.
Brother,
Okay.
we will never be ready for that. Trust me, we won't.
I don't want to be ready for it. You can
No,
have that,
man.
bro.
So
I'm
here's
good.
my advice to you, Ghost. You got like 5 accounts. Pick one, make a channel, and just talk your shit. Talk your, pander to black women that are the wrong black women that aren't doing shit. Pander to them. What, are you mad that I said something about Ebony K. Williams? Look, he's still in the chat. I told you this is feminine behavior. This is why I say this kid is a homosexual. Talking real spicy after I left. Yeah.
You know what's real?
No, nigga, we're not
I'll
lying
chew
on
him
you,
up.
dude.
Let him back on. Let him back on.
No, because I got shit to do today. I'm not dealing with that. That's crazy. He's a nut. He lost. Talking to him, he'll never say, yo, you know what, y'all right. You know what, on that point, I was wrong. You know what, insulting you when I'm trying to get to the point that was wrong. He'll never say that because he's infatuated with me and my content, and he don't really know my content. He might have saw a title on Pep Talk. He might have saw a title here on Drew Titan LLC. He's mad that I talk on Tank, but he never said I was wrong because I don't have to lie on Tank. I explain why I don't fuck with him. Hell, I told his cousin why I don't fuck with you. I said I don't fuck with him, and here's why. He's probably listening right now. To be honest, I don't have to fuck with you. There's been people that be like, yo, I fuck with you, but your man over there, I don't fuck with him. Here's why. And I'm totally about that. I don't have to deal with my community acting crazy. I talk about a black woman fucking up like I talk about a black nigga fucking up. I keep it 100%. And if you don't like what I say, what do I always say? If you don't like what I say, what can you do? Leave. Leave. And the only nigga talking spicy Ghost is you. It's in your name. Your name. Drippy Papacito 69, nigga. No one taking you serious. You're nothing but a glorified distraction. You got your 2 seconds of funk. Clip the video. Edit it. Go make your channel. Apparently, I'm popping in the streets. In these YouTube streets. There's more than enough niggas that don't like me. Go rub elbows with them. Go talk to them. Right. I was trying to talk boxing here this morning. I gave you an opportunity. You didn't do it. You stayed.
Right.
That is
I think
ridiculous.
I think that the biggest thing with him, Drew, is the simple fact that he kind of reminds me of my son. And my son is 14 years old. And my son tends to have incoherent arguments because he's on the precipice of developing into a man. He's still a man child. He's just at that cusp of starting to gain some form of masculinity, if that makes sense.
Let me tell you what my dad told me when I was 13 years old, and I tried to argue with him back and forth. And I'm glad you said incoherent argument, because that's along the lines exactly what he told me. He just stared at me when I tried to make a point. I was all over the place, and that when he let me get it out, because normally when your parents are cutting you off, they're trying to save you from yourself. Right. And he didn't do it that day. He just let me talk. And then when I was talking, I know he had to fall off, but when I was talking, I heard myself and I said, well, shit, that don't make sense. Damn. I knew I had a point to make. I said, well, damn, that don't make no sense what I just said, but I just said it. And I said it boldly, like I was making a point. Right? And he just looked at me and he said, you know that shit ain't make no sense, but I'll let you get that off. All right? You have heart, Ghost, but you're making 0 points. You make 0 points. I asked you to elaborate on your points, and all you did was fling insults. You'll never win a debate like that, young man. YN. King Ghost says, I ain't even gonna read what he said. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do with you. I'm just gonna block you. Get out of here. I'm gonna do you a favor.
My father always told me.
Ghost. Don't ever come back to any of my channels ever again, dude.
Damn.
Now, I'm gonna talk to the family now. Who wants to bet that this nigga is gonna show up sometime in the future?
I don't doubt it.
You already know.
I don't fuck with him. He don't fuck with me.
I don't doubt it.
But this nigga's gonna show up again. He might show up tomorrow. I don't fuck with him. He don't fuck with me, but like all of my stalkers, they show back up. Why? It's the weirdest thing. I don't go anywhere when people don't fuck with me. I do them a solid. Like, you know what? I ain't going over there no more. You ain't got to worry about ever seeing me again. I can't tell you anything that these haters do or say about me. It's sent to me, but I don't go looking for it. Now, again, I was trying to drag racist Teofimo Lopez. Ghost made it about me and me jumping on down the throats of black women and degrading black men and you know, being on Bill Haney's dick, you know. And I'm trying to talk about the race. You see, Teo don't need our help. Teo, we do the work for him. You understand? Yeah. The black community does the work for him, for Ryan Garcia. I'm up here trying to talk about those fucking losers. This nigga made it about me. See what I mean? And I hope y'all did that. Every now and again, I got to do this. Boxing Fan Times 4 says, Ghost, can I ask what's going on?
Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on? Can I ask you what's going on?
And again, he's in the chat trying to insult the brothers on the panel and shit. He has no points. He got a lot of heart because when he got destroyed, all he could say was, hey, at least I pulled up though, Warriors hard. At least I pulled up though. At least I pulled up though, Warriors hard. Means nothing. Yeah, man, it's 1987. Yeah, man, I got in a ring with Mike Tyson. Yeah, nigga, you took an L in like 9 seconds. The fuck? Oh, let me bring it up to speed. Let me bring it up to the 90s for y'all. Y'all remember when Street Fighter 2 came out? At least you ain't getting no perfect. Nigga, you got ragged. You hit me with a jab. I kicked your ass all over the screen. Man, get off the game, man. Next. Thank you, Enigmatic Son. That term warrior is so overused. And he's repping some, whatever the fuck. I don't know if they calling that out on his blog. I don't look. I'm not into that nigga nonsense. But as you can see, y'all take note. I do this every now and again. That little nigga made no points. None. None. I gave him an opportunity. What do you know about this? Do you know about that? What was going on with this? I tried to bring it down. Y'all notice I did? I tried to bring it down. All the cussing and screaming got out the way, so let me bring it down. Let me be the adult here, because there's only one adult here. Let me bring it down. Delano, whatever, bro. If you want to come up tomorrow, Delano, I'll let you come up. You got to fix your phone, though, brother. I never know what you're talking about. I can't wait to hear you. But anyway.
All right, Drew, I got to go. Take care, and thank you for letting me on. Salute to the mighty LDBC, and salute to everybody that came on the panel, all right?
Salute, Nada, man. Much love, man. Thank you so much, brother.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. This kid, I tried to give him space and opportunity, and he was incapable.
Yo, Drew, you there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I gave him space and opportunity. He was incapable of doing that, and he just led with insults, which is very feminine. Grown men can have a conversation.
I agree.
And he's incapable. He's completely incapable. You know what I mean? On that note, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get my day started with some calisthenics. Ghost, do some push-ups, fix those titties. TB, miss you, brother. Thank you so much for pulling up.
Hey, you, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm out of here, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, Super Chat. Yeah, I hope y'all had a wonderful time. Again, this is why I don't do this. But just to let y'all know, this is why I don't open up my borders. This is why. That's why. We ended up talking about Tank and black women and black men. I'm trying to talk about Teo. And this is further proof why Teo may have a point. Yeah, I said it. Ryan Garcia may have a point. Yeah, I said it. With niggas like Ghost in the rank. He in the chat talking about, oh, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Boxing fan times 4 in that super chat. He said, give the little YN a ride to the gym. No, I don't want, no. I don't want that dude anywhere near me. I need to know where he's at all times so I can fucking avoid him. He could go to the gym because he got paper, right? Get in your Trans Am and drive your ass to fucking LA Fitness somewhere. Planet Fitness, wherever the fuck you go. Do some push-ups. Post some working out videos. Wear a bra strap if you try to jump rope. Pillow biter. Fuck out of here. On that note, I'm gone. Fuck Ryan, fuck T.O., fuck Tank. I stand on that. And Gloss on deck. Move! And fuck you, Ghost. Fuck you with a lit flare.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.